Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Table Talkers. My name is Caleb, and abnormally, I am joined by.
Hello, I'm Peter, not one that normally goes first. I play the collections of the characters that start with Z.
And I'm Tim, and as always, I will be playing Rylee.
Pleasure to have us all back. Last time there were some solo adventures. Go check those out. If you want to know what happened before the solo adventures, too bad. Go watch the other solo adventures. I recap in one of them. Guess which one? So we find ourselves currently flying high in the sky as we have left our HQ to take everyone to their solo adventures. You guys will land in a beachfront town where Haven and Idalia will get off before saying goodbye, and you will fly off probably about 4-ish hours until we get to the large port city of Dravenport, where we once again land, and you two dismount from the lovely steed we are all on. You say goodbye to your friends that are still here. Sky will let you know that she will call you if anything happens, or when they find anything about the doctor, like where they might be, etc. But if anything happens while you guys are here, please call her immediately, and she will round up the team essentially. But then you guys head off into the town. Just a reminder, this town is a large port town, so there's many docks, essentially constantly filled with boats as people trade, barter, etc. There's a forest to the other side, so it's not like super sandy. It's kind of like a little bit of sand and transitions into a forest. I mean, kind of have free reign of what happens from here.
Okay.
You can go straight to Riley's house if you want, look around, etc.
Which one are you?
The yellow one.
Currently should be Zeal.
Zeal. Okay. I'm gonna look at. I'm just gonna. We hop off the boat, and I'm just gonna look at Zeal. And be like, well, welcome to my home. If you want, we can look around. I could show you the place, or we can go directly to my parents' house. I mean, it's up to you.
I mean, yeah, if you want to show me around, I'd love to.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, sure. And basically, what you've already described is we're just gonna walk down the port, and there's a bunch of those stands that you would see people bartering and stuff like that. And then if there's anything in town, I'd walk them around town, give them a good pointing in direction, showing them what's there. If there's anything important you want to check out.
I mean, you'll point out the shops where you can get things, some good food spots. I feel like you have to point out the place you go to buy boats, even though you've never successfully bought a boat from them.
I definitely should. Yeah. So we had this place. They make the best stews. They make great stews. Behind it over there, you can buy really good boats over there. Now I know a guy. He's definitely ready to hook me up whenever I get a chance. He's definitely hooking me up. But you can get so many cool boats over there. We're talking galleons. If you want to get, I mean, I probably can't afford a galleon. Those things are massive. But junk ships, they got a lot of cannons, but they're small, fast. You could do it. Boat. But anyway, right? I could see the way you're looking at me. Right. Moving on. Okay, my bad. That's my bad. And then I'm just gonna point at a shop and be like, "Is there anything from that you need to stock up on yourself, or we've got a couple shops in town."
I mean, not right this moment. I imagine we'll have the time for when we need to. But
All right.
do you think we need something right now?
Gosh, I hope not.
We
I
can stop
mean,
if we do need to.
I would say we can get a bite to eat, but I mean, we're going to mom and dad's house. They probably got food, or at least they will later, maybe.
Yeah,
And then
we should go there before we eat. And then if we need to go get a snack, we can.
You're right.
I think it's a really good plan.
It would be about 1:32ish when you guys got here.
We'll be fine. But and when I'm done showing them the town, our nice small port village, I'm ready to go to my house.
All right, you head towards your house. Your house is part of a long line of many houses that look similar. But your mother has done a good job of making your house stand out a bit using like flowers and decorations. So it's very easy to tell which house is yours. You have over the years definitely heard stories of people going to the wrong houses. Because they just all look the same, you know? So as you approach your house, you're still a good bit away at this point. You will see that there's 3 people currently staying outside your door. It seems your door is open and your father is talking with them. If you want to make a perception check, either of you, to get a bit of a closer look, try to see if you can figure out if you know any of these people. Or find any discerning information.
I got a 17.
So good news, I got a 9. Bad news, it was a natural 1.
Alright, so now one. So these people, all new to you.
Yep.
Makes sense, though.
Makes complete sense.
Makes
I'm not upset about
complete
this one.
sense. Rylee, you will notice it's basically in a triangle formation. One person in front and the 2 behind them. The 2 in the back, you don't really recognize, but the uniform they're wearing, you do recognize. And then you'll see the person in the front will kind of like turn around as if he's done talking with your dad, and you'll realize that's Officer Paul Blart from Stonehaven. What is he doing here? This isn't his jurisdiction. You see, he will turn around. The 2 guys will part, and you will see as Paul will hop on his Segway and begin segwaying into town. Not towards you.
I have to know, because this is a port town. Does he got like all-wheel drive tires or something? How's he getting across some sand?
You know it, dude. You know it.
At a boy, you know, mad respect.
Who is that?
That
Those friends of your
that
parents?
huh?
Are they friends of your parents? You know them?
No,
Yeah,
I
you?
do know them, but they're not friends of my parents.
Why are they talking to them?
Would you reckon? No, right. You said they were all new. You remember way back when in your town,
Mm-hmm.
the incident, and like I went to the police station and was trying to get help. That's the cop for that town. Like, he's the officer, which I don't know why he's here, because I'm pretty sure this isn't jurisdiction.
No.
So it
probably not.
seems irregular for him to be here. But
Got it.
yeah, so we're gonna like let that go, and we're just gonna ignore that and hope that nothing bad happens from that. Because I don't know why he would be here.
Heading
Anyway.
towards your house.
Yeah.
Alright, you go to your house. You'll use your key that you've kept very well in your possession this whole time, and unlock the door. You see your parents in the kitchen, your mother cooking, your father seemingly like looking down at something, kind of like distraught. They don't seem to really notice you enter.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to clarify. I don't want to get the name wrong every time I say it. They don't notice me. Got it. But I'll just walk up and hey mom, hey dad, what are you guys doing?
Your parents will turn around very quickly to see you. You see as tears will begin forming in your mother's eyes. As her sweet baby boy is home, she will run to give you a hug.
Hug back, obviously. Huge hug. Big hug. Sorry, it's making me laugh.
You notice that Zeal is waiting outside the door. He has not come in.
We were not told to come in.
Your father-
I know. He's like a fucking vampire.
Your father slowly gets up, and you're able to see what he was holding, like what he was looking at the table. He seems to have a wanted poster with your face on it.
I'm gonna ignore that for a second, and I'm just gonna like pull like out of hug, pull my mom, and back towards the door, as my friend is still out there, and I would be like, Bob, this is my friend Zeal. Zeal, come in. Like, come, make yourself at home, please.
Okay, thank you.
This is my friend Zeal. We've known each other for like about looks down at his wrist where he clearly doesn't have a watch. About a year now. We've been traveling together. A couple others too, but they're out seeing their own families. So Zeal took a trip with me. So Zeal, this is Mom, and this is my dad.
Hello, Mrs. Riley's mom and Mr. Riley's dad. It's very good to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Zeal. How about you boys come in, take a seat? You'll see as your mom will stare at your father, who very clearly seems angry with you.
I didn't do anything.
I'm working on a bit of a late lunch right now, so come in, sit down. And you said you've been traveling. I'm sure your father would love to hear some tales from your travels.
Indeed, yeah. Just gonna walk up to his table where he has this poster of me, and I'm gonna grab it, and then I'm gonna rip it in half and be like, "Let's talk." You seem well. Seems to be the problem.
I don't know, Riley. What would possibly be my problem? My son, only disappeared in the middle of the eve a year ago, and I suddenly find out he's wanted for multiple murders. And now he's suddenly back home acting as if nothing happened. As if he didn't disappear and scare his mother and me for a year straight.
Okay, that's fair. Totally, I get that. Let's start with that. I was kidnapped in the forest behind the house when you were... I remember it. I was told I needed to go get some wood for the fire, and this lady, she come looking like a pirate, kidnapped me, drugged me, kidnapped me, and I woke up in a school. Okay, I had no contact with you. They told me when I woke up that they told you where I was to not worry. And seeing as how I didn't have contact with the outside, I had no way of knowing if you did not know. But they reassured me you did. So for this whole year, I was under the impression you knew. That wanted poster, on the other hand, that is malarkey.
You were kidnapped. And then when the kidnapper told you not to worry, you said okay and didn't worry?
No, I worried a whole bunch. I asked several times. We had a whole argument about it.
Yes, you asked, and then you just ended.
Ow. I'm aware that, look, I was not happy about being kidnapped. I was told you were aware about it. I've been doing everything I can to get back here, and it just so happened that this was the time that I was able to come back. We were finally set free of this kidnapper. Yes, we killed the kidnapper, so that's probably what's on there. If not, then it's malarkey.
How many kidnappers were there?
Excited that I am back.
I truly am excited. I'm just trying to understand everything here. Now,
there was a lot of stuff going on in that year. The first 2 months were hell for me, 100%. And I, being who I am, had to make it feel as though everything was normal. Otherwise, I don't need my new friends seeing me break down and in panic all the time, because I do panic all the time. Because I was gone for a year, I don't need to die within that year, and then I'd be gone from you forever. Right now is what matters. Yes, I was kidnapped. Now is the time that we should be happy. I'm back. Let's celebrate that.
your mother in the back in the kitchen and go, I agree, we should celebrate that. That's a great idea. Yeah, I'll bake an extra large cake, and we'll have a celebration. We'll have a party, a soiree, if you will. Rylee, I understand that you were kidnapped. I'm not upset with you because you were kidnapped. I'm upset with you because that wanted poster says that you have killed 7 people.
7 people.
Now, I get you say this malarkey. This is... Do you have any idea who that was? Assuming you saw... Yeah, do you know who they were?
Yeah, I knew. I've met him before.
So, okay, so you are familiar with international police detective Paul Blart.
I knew him as small town officer Paul Blart.
Well, he's clearly not that anymore.
Good for him, you know.
He is someone with the capabilities of arresting kings now. And you think he just handed me some phony paper for my 18-year-old child?
You know, you would have think he would have saw me because I was like right outside of the yard. So if it was important, he probably could have caught me right there.
Then you simply must have gotten lucky to not have been seen.
Who can I see all the names on the paper?
This is specifically one for you. So it's only you. It's only your charge. It has a full scale sketch of your face. Wanted 17 million gold reward. Dead or alive.
Any because I know I've killed a couple of people. What are the main names popping out of that?
They don't name the
just say
victims.
Hey, look. Then how do I know it's true?
Because it's from the international police.
Clearly, this is set up. There was an issue when I first met Mr. Blart in a town where... Can Zeal hear me?
Yeah, he's in the house.
Well, I was gonna hope that he was in the living room or something. I don't know.
You can whisper it. You can stealth check a whisper.
Stealth check whisper. I'm not a stealthy man. But there was an issue when I first met Mr. Blart in the town that my friend is from, where, and then I'll lean forward and be like, his friends were murdered. And there was a whole issue there, and I think that he thinks that I did it. I wasn't.
Did you do it?
I've never been to that town. No, I've never been to that town.
I had to ask.
I've never been there before. When I saw it, I ran to the police to get help, and then he thought I did it, which means I don't think he's a good cop. Why would I report my own crime?
It's been done many a time. People report their own crimes in order to, make it seem like it's not them. Because why would I report my own crime? Like you just said.
Just throw hands up. Fuck. You know what? I didn't do it. I've never been to that town. But I understand that logic.
I believe you, son. I believe you didn't murder those people in that town your friend's from. But, gotta understand, this is a lot to take in. You really are just becoming your grandfather, Rylee, and I'm not sure that is a good thing for you. I don't think I need to remind you the fact that your grandfather wasn't a good person. But, go on.
He might not have been a great person from a legal standpoint, but he was a great man, whether if I knew him or not. Or how much I knew of him or not.
A great father, I will give you. He was a wonderful father to me. A great man, I'm going to argue with. I don't think a great man would have traveled the world getting multitudes of women pregnant and never interacting with the children he had with them. I don't think a good person would have stolen, pillaged, and murdered people for financial gain alone. Rylee, you will see your grandfather will appear behind your father and kind of just look at him. And you just hears your grandfather just goes, "It wasn't just for financial gain. Some of them were for fun, and some of them were because other people paid me to do it. That's not financial gain, that's just business." I just
really helping my case here.
I just don't want you. Like, I know you look up to your grandfather, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with looking up to your grandfather. I know he was the most, famous pirate this world has ever seen, and there's nothing wrong with shooting for the stars like that. But I just want you to do it maybe in a bit of a morally healthier way.
I can promise you now, I will not turn into him by burning down villages and raiding them.
Whoa. I never did that, me boy. I just killed, like, boats. Never raided towns.
I would never do that. Look, and if I end up, like, if I'm sailing the seas and I get an argument out of self-defense, who knows what'll happen. But I'm not gonna only kill people, or I should restate that. I'm not gonna kill people or raid villages for money, for monetary gain, father. I want to adventure, and if that means becoming a captain of a ship and sailing the seas, then that's what I'm gonna do. If there's gold involved, sure.
Your father's gonna take a deep breath for a moment. I just don't want to receive a letter of your death like I did with your grandfather. Okay? I don't want you to be out exploring and then get in over your head.
And I'm just gonna be like, I promise you won't. I promise you will not get a letter of my death. You have nothing to worry about. I want to sail for adventuring. I want to see the world. I don't want to pillage ships and raid towns and get 100 women pregnant. That's a little odd. I gotta give you that.
Hey. It was 105, thank you. I kept all their names written down. If I had the book still, it's probably with my body out in the ocean. But they were all there. There was at least 2 Patricias. I think there's a Sasha. A Bailey. I feel like I should probably stop now.
Yeah, it's like, why in my head I'm like, why does that sound worse than not remembering their names? To me, I don't know why, but writing down 105 women's names seems worse than forgetting that you did it. That's funny. Bold choice.
Well, if you say you won't, then I trust you, Rylee.
I want to reach in my bag I'm holding and pull out my grandfather's hat and just put it on the table and be like, I'm just sit down and look at it and be like, if you already know, this is grandfather's. I found his stash. I found where he kept it all.
Your father will pick up the hat and kind of just look at it in his hands, turn it about a little bit, or he takes it and he will place it on top of your head. He would be proud of you, Rylee.
Thank you. And I could help. I've got money. I know I said this isn't for monetary gain, but I mean, I can help with the family, you know. Again, it went sideways.
I mean, you don't need to. We're good still.
Nothing wrong with being better.
I mean, I agree. I'm just, if you have managed to get this of your own accord, I don't want you spending it on us. Your mom will pipe up, but a little bit wouldn't hurt. We do need to repair the fridge, and there's been a leak in the attic, and I really like to redo the walkway up to the door. Your dad would just turn around and look at your mom. Gosh, please.
Or he turns back and be like, I don't know about you, but it sounds like you might need a new fridge.
It's not that bad. It's only leaking a little bit.
Just gonna give him one of those looks like, come on, man.
He's gonna turn. Pleasure to meet you. Zeal, was it? I'm.
Oh, yes.
Did I give your parents names? You remember?
Are you talking about him?
Rylee's mom and Rylee's dad.
I forgot him, so I said
Sorry,
Rylee. I said
Mr.
mom and dad.
Rylee's dad and Mrs. Rylee's mom. I must be more polite. I'm so sorry.
I'm Riley's dad. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too.
So, my son says you're gone on adventures with him.
Mm-hmm.
Is he well behaved? Does he treat the women right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, very good, very good.
He's very respectful to women.
Very good, very good.
This conversation.
You know, Mr. Rylee's dad, sometimes he even lets the women boss him around to show how respectful he is to them.
Wow, real progressive. Your mom will pipe up. Maybe you should try that. He'll turn back around. I've been trying that for 27 years. What are you talking about?
You didn't believe her on the fridge thing. Sorry if I spoke out of turn.
You're good. No one's gonna attack you for speaking here.
Okay.
He's gonna look at you for a bit. I'm gonna let Charlene deal with that. Your mom now has a name, Charlene.
I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna write that down.
You should, because I'm not.
Gotta put that somewhere.
Before he turns back to Rylee. Well, I'm glad you're home. Assuming you're staying, I guess we should go set space for your friend to sleep.
Absolutely.
Assuming you're staying with us, I guess I shouldn't assume you're going to stay in our house.
I mean, if you're willing.
Of course.
Outside if you need me to.
Oh, good heavens, no. That would be ridiculous. It's rather chilly next to the ocean.
Thank you.
The three of you will go upstairs, into Riley's room and begin making space for a second bed. Because despite having an upstairs section, you don't have enough space for him to have his own room. That'd be ridiculous.
Like that. Yeah.
Only one person this campaign's rich, and it's none of you guys. If you want to know who, go watch the other episodes.
Dang, what a plug.
I remember.
Pepperidge Farms remembers.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
But that will take a couple hours. Rylee, do you want to describe what your bedroom would have looked like?
I'm about as seafaring as you can get, brother. Nice bed in the center of the room, which might have to be moved for the purpose of what we're doing. Above the bed is a nice nautical ship wheel. What are those called? Just,
Wheels.
it's just
Helms.
called a wheel. Helm. There we go.
I have
the
a really
nautical
important
helm of a
question.
ship. Maybe we got some like clothes thrown into the corner of the room because I didn't put them in a proper location.
Sounds right.
Dresser on the opposite side of the room, scattered with stuff on top of it because I don't put things away properly. And then a bunch of maps on a desk because my father's a cartographer and he's forcing me to also be a cartographer. Yes?
Is the bed a normal bed or is it a boat bed a la a race car bed?
It is a normal bed, wooden frame. If you want me to get specifics.
Dang,
Missed opportunity.
not a boat bed, but I'll say that makes so much sense. I was thinking maybe it's a water bed in a boat frame
That'd be crazy.
to mimic sleeping on the ocean.
That's insane.
That would be
Bro,
crazy.
That's a commitment if I did that one. Committed to the dream.
All right, but you guys will rearrange the room. Your normal bed will get pushed to the side to make room for the air mattress equivalency, the magical air mattress.
You're sleeping on a flying carpet.
You guys don't have a flying carpet. Come on.
I go to
The
that
fridge
one.
is leaky. We think I'm a flying carpet.
Dude, we can have anything now, man, with how much we got in our bag. Shoot.
You can have a finite amount of things until you run out of money.
Yeah. Infinite gumballs.
I mean,
I feel like you just get a magic item that gives you that for less money than infinite gumballs.
infinite gumballs. Only 100,000 gumballs actually, or 100 million gumballs. But
Yeah. it's not a
Yeah,
deal.
you know what money absolutely does buy? A bag of 1,000 cats.
sorry.
Yeah.
I guess.
I'm sorry. I forgot. Okay, other campaign. Sorry, a friend of mine has a bag of 1,000 cats, and at any point can open said bag and let out 1,000 cats.
Why would you ever need a bag of 1,000 cats?
I don't know, but it's fucking funny. Fight a dragon with 1,000 cats.
I mean, if I had a bag of 1,000 cats, I would find more purposes for it than I would initially think of.
Dude, right? And
To
the
be
best
fair.
part is if all she has to do is make a call and they all come back to the bag.
I think we've lost the plot of this episode. Let's try to hop back. You get the room set up. Zeal, you'll get some like random decorations they had in storage to make it a bit more your own.
Are they also boat themed?
Some of them,
Okay.
not all of them.
Port town. Okay, we got a lot of boat stuff here.
You do, but they're not all boat themed. Some of them are just like flowers, like fake flowers. The random decorations you'd find like the Walmart clearance aisle.
Okay.
Just someone to make it a bit more your own. And when you guys go back downstairs, your mother will have finished lunch. Rylee, what's your favorite food? I'm pretty sure you said it's a fun fact in one episode, but I don't remember off the top of my head.
Brother. Let me check, because I do have them all written down. Dun, 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 dun. I didn't write favorite food. I did say he loves to have bowls of fruit.
Okay, then what would Riley's favorite meal be?
Ooh. I think he's just, as everyone is, just a nice sucker for a mean ribeye steak. Some rice.
And then your mother will have whipped up 4 mean ribeye steaks cooked to the perfection of absolute medium. Medium well if you want. If you can ask for medium well if you'd like.
I'd rather back it up to medium rare for doing that.
Whoa, well, bit too late.
Maybe.
There- there-
That Charlene is a time.
Please don't go into rare. Please don't go to well. Please. I don't want to eat a shoe. Come on.
Hey, you can go into well if your character wants. Charlene will just not have respect for you.
Just stick it to medium. We're not a well
Not
family
Zeal.
here.
Zeal does not. Zeal is fine with medium.
y'all have some beautiful medium steaks, some rice, some mashed potatoes. Truly looks like a 5-star Michelin meal. As you all sit at the table together and eat. While you guys are eating, Charlene will prompt Zeal. Just tell him more about himself. You know.
I play the fiddle.
Charlene will get like an impressed look. The fiddle? Wow. You know, when he was younger, Avery over there tried to learn the fiddle. You now learn Rylee's dad's name is Avery. I was never no good at it, though. Was never no good at the fiddle.
It's hard to learn, but it's really fun. I like it.
Is that the only thing you want to share about yourself? You don't have to share more if you don't feel like it.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of hard to describe yourself without like being like if you ask me a question that I could probably answer it, but just starting from nothing is kind of hard.
Okay. What's your favorite food?
Oh, my favorite food.
Easier, he says.
I like sorbet. There was a place back home that did sorbet, and I really enjoyed that on a good summer day.
Sorbets are delicious. There used to be a stand around here that would sell them, but they got big, so they went moved elsewhere to have more space.
Well, that's unfortunate.
It is. Let's see, another question. Favorite type of music to play on your fiddle?
Ooh, anything that's really like upbeat makes me happy. I really like that.
I'm also a huge fan of upbeat music. They will continue on like this for a while, of asking questions and answering questions. And as fun as it sounds for me to sit here and make Peter answer all these fake questions, I want him to have something for fun facts later on. Rylee, you and your dad will kind of keep eating, occasionally interjecting in the meal. Before you finish, you all help clean up. And it's probably now, because it was a late lunch, probably around like 4:30-ish. If there's anything you guys wish to go off and do, or you could just chill in the house. Could go to bed.
Can't think of anything to do. Zeal?
I mean, not necessarily tonight.
Yeah, that's fair. Get a nice start on tomorrow. Go do what we gotta do. Do what you gotta do. That's fine. So I think we're just gonna. At least I'm gonna chill until eventually I go to bed. But chill at home, just chat, recollect.
Makes sense. Spend time with your family. Haven't seen them in a while. And with Zeal, they'll just be there with your family. Day will pass. Y'all will go to bed. We'll go into a period of time where y'all can kind of do whatever you want. There's no real like set thing for the active moment. So I'll say there's about 2 months that's gonna pass here. So I'll say any 3 things you guys want to do in these 2 months. Go ahead and let me know. specifically.
Any three
Should I say
things.
out loud or just give it to you?
Go ahead and say it out loud.
Okay. Uh, well, the Z's need to borrow money because the Z's are the only one that don't have any money out of
That's
the
true.
party of 4.
That
So they would like to borrow some money.
how much
please.
money? How much? I mean, absolutely. We earned this. This is our money, brother.
500 should cover whatever I need to get, so that'd be fine. I don't want to carry too much around.
We'll hand him 600, just in case. You never know.
The taxes really do
Probably
sneak up
don't
on you.
notice. Yeah, fair.
Look, you never know. You could be like, I have it planned out that this is what I'm gonna buy, and it's 500 exactly. But then you might see something. You might see something for like an extra 25. You never know.
You never know.
You could be like, you know what? I actually do need a couple of those potions. You never know. I could use some rope. You never know.
I do need new underpants.
I did shit in them last week. You never know.
You never know. But yeah, you can lend him some money.
I'll just go to the shops with him if he would like me to.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I haven't been in my own town in over a year. I might as well do stuff.
See
I
what's
mean, yeah.
new, yeah, and I've
Yeah,
never
see
been
what's
here, so I
changed.
would be very lost.
Absolutely. I'm trying to think of what to do.
All right, y'all can go into the shopping. I'll say district, for lack of a better word, shopping district. I mean, there's shops that sell armor, weapons, fish, potions, crabs.
Rapes. I also, at some point, need
Bags.
time to attune.
Yes,
Well, it's either that or I would have done it on the ride here.
you would have had enough time, but it's just whether or not you would have done it on the ride. A choice only you can make.
Yeah, I mean, it was probably a long ride.
Well, I did say it took 4 hours from Idalia getting dropped off to getting where you guys were. And only
How long
takes
did it take to attune?
1 hour. Takes 1 hour, but he can only do it one at a time, so it'd be a total of 3.
I'll be 2 because I've had the gauntlet for.
Yeah,
quite some
if
time.
you're only doing 2, then yeah, it'd be 2.
Nah, I would have been fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, what to do?
So what you
Let's go
buying?
around to these shops. Yeah, let's go around these shops. Kind of shop are you looking for today, Zeal?
Is there like a crafts stall or like
There can be a craft stall.
we're wanting to like do some like woodworking and that kind of stuff. So
Oh, we definitely got
You-
woodworking, don't
Yeah,
you?
you can definitely find someone with some woodworking. Definitely, someone selling like fishing rods too, but you can find a wood crafter. What you buying?
wood and like whittling tools, like tools to craft with them.
He will pull out multiple sets of whittling tools, each of varying quality per his own words. One for 50, one for 100, one for 300.
What's the difference between the 100 and 300? It's a big jump.
Made of different materials. This one's made of harder, rarer to fine minerals, but they're tough, strong, and durable, and remain sharp for a long time.
So the 100 doesn't do that. So they're like gonna break on the first time.
Well, they won't break on the first time per se, but you'll need to sharpen them more often. They'll break and wear down sooner than the 300.
Zeal, if you need more, we have plenty.
But they both will last longer than the 50. The 50, I'm not gonna say it will break on the first one, because it won't.
But it could.
but it is theoretically possible, especially if you're unexperienced with whittling and the proper techniques.
It's gonna break on the first time, isn't it?
Not necessarily. It depends on your skill level and if you know the techniques. All I'm saying is if I were to recommend one, I'd recommend the 300 one.
Because he gets the most money out of it.
But I'm not going to twist your arm to any one. I believe in free choice.
Not a very good trait for a shopkeep. Aren't you supposed to upsell your stuff better?
Maybe. But I believe in honesty. Honesty is what keeps the customers rolling in.
Okay, you twisted my arm. I'll get the 300 one.
He'll take the money, he'll hand you the set, shake your hand. Now you said you needed wood too, right?
Yes. Oh, do you sell that too?
He will turn around, grab a different backpack to put on his back, and then open. What you buying? I got all the wood.
That's really convenient.
What kind of wood you looking for?
Name's on the tip of my head.
I mean, I got maple, I got oak, I got cedar, I got cherry, I got walnut, I got pine, got mahogany, got birch, some beech, ash, alder, teak, Douglas fir, redwood, acacia, larch, poplar, balsa, spruce, aspen, bamboo, ebony, fir, hemlock, walnut,
Canadian
white oak. I have
Is it?
I don't have Canadian oak. I have
Oh.
oak.
Do you have Madeira wood?
I don't seem to have Madeira. I have Madara though.
Oh, it's not the same.
Is that the off-brand?
What you looking for wood for? What is it you're trying to make?
Oh, I was gonna craft like a pan flute.
Oh, okay,
My
okay.
research shows were the best woods for it, so.
Yeah. You want a bit of a lighter wood, allowing it to be easy to carry. But I mean, I think it's also very important that the wood looks good. Don't you think?
Yes, but I guess I'm more worried about, it being sturdy so that, it doesn't break and that the pitch is right.
Understandable. He'll close his bag. I have some special wood in the bag. It's rare. Alright. It's not gonna be cheap. But it's lightweight, durable, looks gorgeous. And I think it will hold a wonderful tune. Give me 1
Do
second.
you play instruments?
No.
Then how would you know it plays a better tune? Maybe it's really bad at playing a tune and it's better for other things like weapons.
Well, I said I think. I don't know. I mean, I've been told it makes for good instruments. My understanding is that it's not good. If you, like, for weapons, you want, like, more of a hard, solid hardwood. This is a hardwood, but on the softer scale end of it, Let me go get some and we'll see. He will go and reach under the counter in the back and come back, and we'll have a few logs of this nice purple looking wood. This is some purple heartwood. Alright. It is believed by the people of ancient times that it was the heart of every forest. That's why it has a unique color. It's
Can I
durable.
roll an insight check to see if he knows what he's talking about.
Sure.
He's upselling, man. What do you mean? You told him to.
10.
I seems to know what he's talking about. It's a hard wood, so it's durable, but it's on the lighter end, so it's not too, heavy and cumbersome to deal with. And from what I've heard personally, it holds a wonderful tune. In my personal opinion, looks gorgeous. I mean, look at this lovely purple color. You will be the star of every band you ever join.
Yeah, me
I don't
convinced.
know. I don't think purple's the color.
I mean, I sell wood dye too. If you want to dye a different color.
Well, do you have like a grenadilla wood or like boxwood? Boxwood is like historically preferred for flute making, so that'd be a pretty good one.
But are you the type of person that wants to stay with tradition or make new history?
I mean, for my first time making a flute, kind of. I'm not like a professional flute maker.
That's okay. Because you want to know something? George Washington wasn't a professional president.
Why would I buy the expensive wood if I've never done it before? That seems like a really foolish idea, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
If you don't believe in yourself, that's fine. I'm saying you should believe in yourself. If you're not interested in
I
the...
don't believe in myself. I think I'm just being realistic here.
No, it's okay. It's okay. He will pick his wood back up and put it back under the counter in the back. You was looking for what? A boxwood?
Boxwood or maybe maple. Maple might be a good beginner wood. It's a bit softer.
Well, I didn't mention maple. I do have maple.
Oh, perfect. Okay, I'll get that.
Okay. He will get some logs for you, and you'll hear him mumble, "That was the first wood I said." And he will...
The first wood you said was oak.
I guess that's fair. We'll put some logs down. 100 gold a log. I don't know how many logs you want.
Get one, and then if I need more, I'll come back.
You could, or if you get 5 logs, I'll give you a discount.
I
Except
don't think I need 5 logs for a flute.
yeah, but if you're gonna make more
How
than
big
one
are the
flute,
logs?
I mean they're solid sized logs. Sweet.
Okay.
Solid.
Yeah, I don't think I need that many.
But you get a discount. Instead of paying 500, you pay 350.
Well, isn't that the risk I take?
I mean, I suppose it is.
One, please.
All right, I'll take 100 gold, and give you the log. Anything else? Some dyes, some axes.
Why would I need an axe for
Um,
flute making?
Cause I don't know. Some people like to live extreme and whittle with the big guy.
I mean, I've already got sickles, so if I feel like I need to use a big guy, I feel like I've got that covered.
Fair enough. Then have yourself a great day.
Okay, you too.
All right, there you go.
It's like a great interaction.
Anything else you guys need to buy while you're out and about? You got time?
Whatever he needs to buy it. I don't think I need anything, sir. So
Hey,
whatever's next on your list.
I guess I'll need something to attach these with. Oh, I'll just make that out of the wood. That'll be good. Okay.
Fair. Fair.
for nothing?
Gosh, I don't think so.
All right.
I need something.
Well, then for the rest of the day, this day is now yours.
The day is yours. Take
So-
it how you will.
I can make only an assumption that Zeal will begin whittling.
Unless Rylee asks them to do anything, the Z's will be whittling for the foreseeable 2 months. But if they're asked to do something else with Rylee, then they'll probably oblige, unless it sounds stupid, in which, depending on who it is, they won't. namely Zidel. Zidel will
I'm gonna
probably
be
not want to
stupid.
do anything that sounds stupid to her.
I'm not gonna do anything.
Also, they'll have to at some point explain to the parents that they are in fact 4 people, because Zeal did not bring that up in the first conversation.
Sure did not.
Yeah, how awkward it'd be if you just woke up for breakfast and yours a different color.
Unless they're also colorblind.
I think that's a me thing.
Is colorblindness genetic?
I think so. I think it can be.
It can be. It doesn't have to be.
Mhm.
I almost decided full blindness, which would have made, I think, everything way more interesting for me, but it did not.
That's Sky's thing.
Hey. Sky's not
Isn't that Sky's
blind. She just has scar tissue over her eyes and can't see well.
Oh, I didn't say blind. I said colorblind.
Visually challenged.
Technically speaking, she sees everything as just lines with no color whatsoever.
She got that daredevil stuff going on. She can see
Yeah.
everything with radio waves in her head. Weird.
Alright, thanks, dude. Playing my NPC I worked hard on. What are you doing for the rest of this day specifically, Rylee?
For the rest of this specific day, I guess. I think if he's working today, I think I'd go spend the day with my father in his cartography jab. You know, it's been
Alright.
a year since I've been working.
Fair. First thing you'll know is that it seems your father no longer goes onto boats and then travels and does cartography. He seems to have found a sit-down, like, office. He will explain that he essentially started staying here since you left, so he wouldn't be away whenever you came home.
It's very nice.
But he just does cartography. He's like checking maps against like older ones, seeing differences and like referencing, like writing them down.
Would it be possible, because of what you just described, of like checking and making sure they matches to them, to also like work on it and like basically working on investigation kind of at the same time?
Yeah, you can definitely put some stuff in the investigation.
Yeah, I want to do that. Work with Pops with some cartography and then some investigation, because I feel like that kind of fits with what you
Yeah,
mentioned, what he's trying to do.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. Over these next 2 months, you definitely would have time to get a full proficiency in that.
Okay.
Then disease or whittling. What school goes with whittling?
My woodcarver's tools are dexterity, if that matters.
Yeah, you could just. I forgot those are just a tool that exist.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just make a woodcarver's check.
Yep.
Goes off your deck. If you're proficient, you get proficiency. If not, you don't.
I am 16.
It definitely is like slower than you originally thought it would go, but you make good progress and you eventually get yourself some very like rudimentary pan flute type thing. Rylee, is there anything else you want to do in these next 2 months? 'Cause I'm gonna say that for the most part it takes 2 months,
I figured, yeah.
which is a realistic time frame as someone who has whittled many things.
Key weapons 5e. I'm trying to see if I'm actually even proficient in my blicky.
You would not be proficient in
No,
firearms.
it's a ranged or martial ranged weapon.
Yeah, you would not be proficient in it. Technically, firearms are their own category of weapon when it comes to proficiency.
And I am not that, so I guess I can also
Yeah.
work on that.
You can definitely train on that. Keep in mind, you guys will have time to like fully max out proficiencies. I'm just not saying the number till later on.
Mm-hmm.
So, but like these would count for these, like 2 of these for you, Rylee. So you know, I'll say a number later. All right, but 2 months will pass of you guys doing your various tasks. You will wake up one day, and you will see your father is already out the door. He's not having breakfast with you all. Actually, Wolf has Zeal. Would you have swapped in these 2 months?
Like once a week, they'd switch.
Okay. So they would have seen the whole
say-
cast by now.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll go with Zell for now.
Zell. Okay.
I,
But-
I don't know. I'm confused on how your switching works at this point.
It's essentially,
They go to
seasons.
sleep and they wake up and
you
they're
know,
different colors.
whenever he goes to sleep, they can swap. At
Oh,
current.
I thought it was seasonal.
They are
Gosh.
themed.
It,
They're
can
themed
be.
around. Yeah. They're themed around the seasons, but what is
Probably
not.
most Eladrin just follow the seasons like normal people, but they're also normal
Ah.
people that don't have 4 different personalities attached
Mm-hmm.
to the 4
Gotcha.
seasons.
Because like
Yeah.
throughout the session, he like just happens to be switching when the season switch. I just thought that's how it worked, and then you said once per week, and I'm like, wait a minute,
Mostly just
brother.
making sure all 4 of them did the trials because they felt that was fair.
That
And also introducing them
I'm
to
learning
the
so much
audience.
about your character as the days go on.
it's almost like you guys are living together for that. Who knows how long?
Look at us go.
It's almost like you guys lived together for who knows how long already. So nothing's really changed for you guys.
Who would have thought?
But anyway, your father's already out the door this morning. He's not having breakfast with you. And your mother will say that it's a big day because there is a boat auction in town. They're auctioning off some old boats. And it is believed that your grandfather's boat was actually going to be one, like the last one auctioned off today. And so your father wanted to get there early to see if it really is his boat.
I would love to go do that as well. I would love to go meet him there.
Eat breakfast.
Oh, fine.
I am your mother. Don't you talk back to me.
I'm sorry.
See how your friend, see how your friend Zell is kindly eating the breakfast I slaved over this morning? With no backtalk, no sass?
It's very delicious, Miss Charlene.
Thank you so much, Zell.
You're welcome.
See, we'll put a little extra on your plate, Zell.
Thank you.
I also appreciate the implied, it's okay to use my first name.
It's 2 months.
Yeah, fair.
I mean,
I
yeah,
still have the miss in front of it.
that's fair, that's fair. But after breakfast,
Zeal most certainly still calls her Mrs. Riley's mom, though.
as you should. That's beautiful, is what that is. But you eat breakfast, and then you can go out and meet your father at the docks. You're used to seeing the docks like packed, with a lot of boats. This is boats struggling to find places to dock because there are none open. Like you see people like jumping off boats and swimming to shore just to put like a post in to dock ships.
Dang.
By far busiest this town's ever been, and this is already a pretty busy town as it is. Yeah, you can head towards the box auction, the boat auction. You find your father. He's currently upon the ship. There's a sign in front of it saying Emil Morris's ship. You see your grandfather is kind of standing in front of the boat, staring at it. Your dad will wave to you from the top of the boat. Good morning, my boy.
Good morning. I want to go up there to him, but casually before I go up there. You said my grandfather is standing in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to casually, and hope so he doesn't see me at least. I want to ask my grandfather, be like, "This is the one, right? Or is this the one?"
Aye, boy. This is my vessel.
Can't let anybody else have it.
Oh no, that'd be ridiculous.
No, of course.
I lost my I lost my accent for a second. My bad. I was like, that was more stark and villainous than I meant for that to go.
Don't worry, I lost mine in session 2. We're good.
It's truly the way of the pirate, losing your accent at least once a year.
You know, you travel to all these places, you just pick up...
Exactly.
You pick up other things,
Yeah, like animals, women.
Maybe not... Maybe not that.
You don't take
referring
animals?
I was referring to language.
Oh, well, yeah, you think it's teaching me the language, me boy. He goes to elbow you, his elbow goes through you. I'm getting used to that.
Oh, brother.
But yeah. This certainly seems like my vessel.
Good.
Though, it's weird. They took my lady off the front. I had one of those, like, statues of, like, a mermaid on the front of my vessel. It seems they took that off. Fucking rude. I paid 100 mil for that.
Holy Jesus.
Good statue.
Yeah, sounds like it. So, are you sure it's yours since it's missing? Or do you want to, like, go on board?
Oh, well, I mean, I'm gonna fully check.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I think it's mine, but... at current, I am, like, 99% sure this is me boat.
Well,
But
you
99
let
is
me
not good
know-
enough.
You let me know your findings, and I'm gonna go talk to Dad.
Okay. And you see your grandfather will walk over the little bit of water and just through the boat to the lower floor.
What a freaking trooper.
While you go up to the top
Really?
floor. Oh,
Yeah.
Thanks for talking to yourself when you're talking to your dad. It makes me feel a lot better about our existence.
Hey, you're welcome, man. At this point, I feel like can't really hide it. I try to be discreet, but he's
If it
there.
ever becomes a problem, yeah, I fully believe it. I fully believe you. If it becomes a problem, I'll distract whoever I need to.
I respect that. Thank you.
do you also go on the boat, Zell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm following along.
All right.
Yeah, come check it out.
Both go on the
Could be
boat.
mine.
Could be a pretty big boat. Real big boat.
Wait.
In fact, puts Zane's boat basically to shame. I was like, puny boat this, real nice boat. Your dad's looking at it, has like a notebook, taking notes of things he sees.
I walk up to him and be like, "Well, what do you think? Is it his?"
Well, I haven't yet checked the lower floors, but everything seems to match my memory of his boat. But I really won't know for sure until I go to the captain's quarter.
What are we waiting for?
No, well, we're not allowed to go inside the boat during
Who's...
until the auction starts.
Oh. I see.
Yeah, once this boat goes up to auction, then we're allowed in, but then everyone else will also be allowed in.
Are you, if you confirm it's his, are we gonna bid on it? Are we gonna keep it? I feel like we have to, right?
I mean, I'll try, but I mean, a boat of this size with, I mean, the name attached to it, it's easy gonna go for probably around 12 mil.
Rough.
It is. I'm afraid I don't have a spare 12 mil I can just toss. I mean, that's even before other people start bidding on it and raising it up. So, I mean, I would love to get the boat, but I'm not going to sacrifice the financial stability of our family.
What if? Nah. If it's that high, there's no way of really bringing it down in value. I was trying
No.
to, maybe we could start a rumor. I don't know, bring it down a couple million.
I mean, he will like lean in close. theoretically that would work, but the rumor would have to be something negative about your grandfather. But, I mean, these are pirates bidding on this boat. Negative is good for these people.
Do you have anything in mind? What could be the worst good thing you could say? That. Alright, what kind of pirates are these? Are these the kind of pirates that don't allow women on their ship? Because we could say that women were on this ship as part of the crew. Because I knew that was a big thing. That was a big no-no.
Your grandfather was widely known for not giving a shit about people's gender. I mean, his first mate, second in command of his boat, was a woman named Scarlet. This name will ring a bell to you, as this is the name Mother used when she talked to you.
Sure did. Right. What I mean, do you have anything else? Can you think of anything? I mean, we could try, right?
I have an idea, but I'm not sure it would work. Pirates are not big fans of sappy, cute family moments. And while I didn't have many with your grandfather, there is one that we shared. He will point to a little corner away. It's actually where you went to go chop firewood. Over there, your grandfather used to tell me stories while we would stare out into the sea until I fell asleep when I was a child. I actually went on to tell those stories to you when you were a child. Though you probably don't remember them. I stopped while you were fairly young.
Would I be able to recall any of them?
If you want to give me a history check, DC 18. It would have been at least 14 years since you would have last heard any of these.
I almost chose to do that instead. No, it was an 8.
All right, you can't recall any of these stories in the moment. You will see your grandfather like climb up through the floors, just kind of crawl out the ground to the top floor. This is definitely my boat, boy. 100%. 110% even.
Oh dang! Just gonna give him a casual thumbs up without drawing attention to it. Nice.
All right.
And back to my father, I'm gonna be like, so they don't like sappy, happy-go-lucky stories.
Sappy
You obviously
family
wouldn't say
stormlies.
that- Yeah. You wouldn't obviously say that during the bidding, so you would have to.
We'd have to start now. The issue that I feel is that if you or I were the one to start the rumor, it would likely not have any credibility due to the fact that we are, related to the owner of this boat. He will turn his head to Zell. But your friend here has no such relation. So if they wanted to spread the rumor.
Can you change it, Will?
No, but I mean, the rest are still in here. But no, I'd have to take a 4-hour nap in order to change. I think.
How much time we got until the auction?
Not 4 hours.
I think it'd be hilarious to have him switch at least one time to a different one to start the rumor again.
That's fair.
Because then it'd technically be 2 people.
Oh.
I wasn't told to bring the liar to this auction.
Rylee, you'll see that your grandfather's kind of at the edge of the boat, just looking off to where your father pointed and said, he used to tell stories.
We need to do what we can to lower it. At least try. See what we can get. I mean, look over at Zell and be like, you want to give it a shot? Do you want to start some sappy family happy-go-lucky stories?
Tell me what to say. We're all yours.
Just points back at my father.
I mean, he would tell us various stories until I fell asleep. He would carry me home. He'll give you some details, like specific stories. But there seems to be like one that's just like constantly evading his memory. He can't think of like what happened. He remembered enjoying it the most. He can't think of like any details of it for some reason. But you get like
Zell
3
can
other
tell
stories.
Can Zell tell if Riley's looking at his grandpa at any points in time, so Zell could kind of like genuinely figure out where grandpa is?
That would be if Riley's trying to be sneaky about it. You need to make a stealth check.
I feel like if he's full on having a conversation, obviously you're gonna know where he is because he's right next to me. He's having a conversation. But like when he's at the
Yeah.
top of the boat, when he's like looking off the distance, I'm not having any interaction with him, so it's just kind of like a glance up and back kind of thing. Like maybe like a 3-second like
Okay.
looking at him and then
Probably
back.
not.
I'll leave it up.
Go
to
give me a
DM discretion.
perception check, Peter, and then Tim, go ahead and give me a stealth check. So I'm gonna assume you're trying not to let your dad see you just glancing off to the side every so
not?
often. What'd you say, Peter?
23. 20.
And I thought I rolled good with someone who has bad stealth. I rolled an 18 plus 3. And I was
21.
like, damn, that's good. And
What?
fuck.
So yeah, Zell, you would be able to catch Rylee glimpsing towards his grandfather.
Avery, can I call you Mr. Avery? I think you're close, so we're gonna keep working on this. Riley, why don't you go walk over and he's gonna point where he thinks the grandpa probably is. Why don't you just go think for a second, you know?
It'll like
Take a moment to really, think and try to think if you can remember anything or if anything comes to mind.
It'll be me looking at Zell and then looking back at where my grandfather's like, how the fuck? Okay. Yeah,
I mean,
Seems like a good looking spot.
I mean, definitely edge of the boat kind of memory flourishing. You're right.
it's simply, Riley, you got no idea what fucking stories he's talking about still. Avery doesn't seem to have any increased memory. It's kind of going the same, like, 3 stories he's given. I mean, Riley's grandfather would, like, affirm, like, yeah, I told that story. Yep, I've said that one. If you want details, you gonna make them up, Peter. So.
Oh, heck yeah, Peter making up details. Heck yeah.
You have 3 stories that Emil would have told Avery as a child.
How are you going to tell people this, by the way? Because you obviously probably shouldn't be like, my father used to take me on this boat, because then they're going to think you're the son of Emil Morris.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on it.
Oh, I got faith. Don't even trip. I believe it.
Don't
Do I
even
need to
trip,
know-
Doug.
Do I add a character need to know the 3, or do I just say
You can just say you say.
make up some shit?
This is purely if you want to make up some shit, you can. If not, you can just say you
Cool.
tell story. I'm not evil like that.
All right, well, Mr. Avery, if you remember that one that's really on
If
on that old
I
novel,
remember it, I'll find a covert way to let you know.
I imagine if you're asked about anything and it's not one of the things you told me, just know I extrapolated, and I'm sure you'll go along with it for the sake.
Sure
of the
will.
story.
Yep.
We're a yes and I'm not even there.
From like 5 feet away, we're a yes and type
Yeah,
of family.
exactly. We're a yes and family.
That we are.
Okay, he's gonna. Zell's gonna go ahead and just make his way down the ship. He's just kind of, intermingling to not look like he was, with the family
Mhm.
of the captain.
Makes sense.
And he'll just find himself just kind of standing next to one of the other pirates, just kind of looking at the ship, just existing next to that pirate for a minute. Being all casual for a moment, so it doesn't seem like he walked up to talk to him, or
Mhm.
her, or whoever this pirate is. We don't know. I
Who
don't know.
knows?
Not been explained who this pirate is.
The pirate.
Okay.
Please.
Rylee, you will see as your grandfather will like walk off the edge of the boat. He's heading towards that point where he used to tell stories.
Gotcha. Give me. I'm trying to think of another idea we can do.
All right, you do that.
It might work if maybe. And
Uh,
it's kind of out there, but I'm willing to give it a shot. So basically, what I'm thinking is, what's your class?
He's a wizard rogue.
Mine?
You're a wizard.
Wizard with a single level in rogue for expertise.
Do you have mending?
Nope. I sure don't.
I gotta know the plan though.
Okay, because I think
I'm
I
not
can
even
have.
sure if I can learn mending.
You can as a wizard.
You can.
Probably.
See, what I want to know is that's pack magic. I'm trying to find Pact of the Tomb
Why are you looking for Pack of the Tome?
because I have Pact of the Tomb. I need to know if I can replace spells in my pact from my cantrips list.
I don't believe so.
Damn. I've never used any of my cantrips from Pact of the Tome, so you don't know what they are. But if I'm not gonna be a liar and say that I have mending, but what I was thinking is if I could change it, because I didn't know that you couldn't. If I change it and I use mending, this is the plan, right? My grandfather specifically told me that on the front of his ship was a very valuable mermaid statue.
Uh-huh.
Right. So clearly there's like parts on the front of the ship where it was removed. So it would probably be noticeable that it was removed. If I were to like mend it so to make it look like there was never a statue in the front of the boat anyway, I could lie and say that this isn't Emil's boat because there was supposed to be a mermaid statue in the front, and there's clearly no indication of there ever having been one because there's no pieces missing or anything like broke off kind of thing. And so like I could theoretically I could still lie to people and tell them that because that statue's not there.
I like the plan. I'll allow it.
Fuck yeah.
The power of your
Super
plan.
duper casually when I get a chance, mend any broken spots or any spots where there's supposed to be screws. I'd like to cover that bad boy up.
All right,
Make it look fresh.
You can definitely do that while Zell is out telling the many pirates that are kind of like crossing back and forth here to buy new boats about 3 lovely sappy family stories.
And then any chance I get, if I'm walking by someone looking at the boat, if they ever mention anything about this being Emil Moore's boat, I would like to basically gaslight them by telling them that there's no way that this is his boat. Because, should I even say that it's my grandfather's boat? Well, I guess the stories don't matter because you're doing the stories. Because they'll know who I am, maybe.
I mean,
Would they?
if
Yeah,
ones
our plans
from
are
here
Two
would
separate plans that work together.
yeah. The
Think it
ones
would
from
work.
here would recognize you, but ones not from here wouldn't recognize you.
So I feel like for the people that do recognize me, I feel like it'd work because they would trust me because they know our family. I would know my grandfather's boat. So, and I could just lie to them and be like, that can't be because he has a very valuable statue in the front. There's no indication that there was ever a statue there. So this couldn't have been his boat. This is a worthless boat. That's what I want to tell them. And then if there's anybody who doesn't recognize me, but they still mention that they think they know whose boat that is, I just want to casually be like, isn't he supposed to have this statue in the front? There's no there's like, this can't be it, right? There's no statue in the front. There's never an indication there was like that. I just want to gaslight people into thinking that this can't be his boat.
All right.
Because that piece is missing.
All right, so you can do that. You, Tim, go ahead, give me a deception check to gaslight these people. Peter, go ahead and give me either persuasion or deception, whichever one you're feeling, for telling the stories.
Deception.
28.
Dirty 20.
All right, yeah, working real, plans going off great. People fully believe in the
Really
stories.
highlighting how the sappiness is part of the boat.
Yeah.
Carrying, he felt deep down. Crucial part of the boat.
Crucial. Supposed to be a statue. No indication of statue. They take a bit of a closer look. He's right. There's no indication of a statue. Ridiculous. Trying to sell fake boats. You see some people kind of have a bit of an outrage. Little bit of a commotion starting around this boat. Your rumors are spreading very well. But it gets pretty loud for a while. Zell, you will get bumped into by an individual who seems to be like trying to move away from the sound. Will knock you to the ground. They will get up and they will like offer you a hand. Well, I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to knock you down.
Hey, it happens.
Trying to get away from the sound. It's real loud over here all of a sudden, don't you know?
Not the place to be away from sound, I'd say.
Yeah, well, I was fine before they started all this fighting and yelling and such.
Oh. Pirates will do what pirates will do, eh?
I can agree with that. I'm gonna go try to get some quiet now. You someone who likes the quiet?
I mean, as much as the next guy.
Hey, fair enough. Maybe I'll see you around later when the quiet's down a bit more. We can talk a little bit more.
Can I roll insight to make sure he didn't just like fucking like rob me or some shit?
Yeah, sure.
Natural 20.
He didn't do shit to you. He bumped into you.
Okay. And he doesn't seem like he's trying to like.
He seems genuinely like.
He's just talking.
Yeah, he seems fully genuine, like wanting to talk to you again, just in a quieter place.
Okay.
But then you can see he will walk off towards the woods. Coincidentally, the same direction Rylee's grandfather went, but you don't know that.
I don't know. I sure don't know that. Because I would take note of that, but
You don't
I
know
am
that.
gonna keep track of where he went. I'm not gonna worry about it right this second.
You
I
will.
still want to make sure I'm doing my part.
It's fair. You will note an individual has like shoulder length black hair, kind of curly. Well, I guess more wavy than curly. Appears to be like an all white like robe thing. Like the front's open and has like a clasp type thing. A cloak's the word I'm looking for. Cloak's a better word. Has like a little like gold accents on the end. Around like the seams and such. But yeah, your plan goes off without a hitch. You see fewer people bidding on Emil's boat. Basically only like the people who are like fully adamant. They're like, nah, no way they'd lie to us. Stay. So the auction will start at 8 mil. Well, it will start at 4, get bumped up to 8, before it starts slowing down. Rylee, you and your father are not the ones currently bidded.
How much do we have in our bag?
Your bag had 10 mil. And the other people have upped it to 8 already. But that's just your money. Your father has a number of money as well.
Okay. Yeah.
So basically, if you want to be in charge of betting, you can. Or if you want your father to be in charge of betting, he can.
Right. My hope is that it doesn't go too high because we're hoping that plan works. Keep it under 10. Well, keep it under 9 if we can. I'll bid 8-1. So
8-1. All right, go for
yeah.
it. There are only a total of 3 people outside of you and your father that are bidding. Your father's going to basically let you bid. Be one unit at front, and like he'll help pay whatever, but he'll tell you if it gets too rich for his blood.
Well, we're gonna hope it doesn't get too high.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll these 3 d20s, each one representing a different person. If they get at current a 12 or above, they will bid, and if they don't, they will drop out. All right, so all 3 of them will bid, upping it to 8-4.
Okay. 8-5.
All right, same thing. Now it's a 13 or above.
Oh, brother, it's gonna get expensive.
Only one of them stays. The other 2 bow out. So now it's up 8-5.
8-6. I gotta get. Look, man, I need
8-7.
a boat. Huh?
8-7.
Did Zell leave, right? He would have left.
I mean, he was in the crowd. Whether
he's
he's
not gonna leave till he tells Rylee where he's going. So he's waiting until the betting for this ship is over.
But you are near and you can hear the price that it keeps going up. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm probably with you too. Yeah.
Oh, okay, bet. I just want to like look back at you, like I want, like looking for reassurance that you are okay with me spending like a third of our money on this
Dude,
boat.
I really don't care.
Okay. 'Cause
You have to keep in mind that Kinsey and Idalia also have 10 mil.
I know.
Yeah,
That's why I said a third.
Yeah.
And what could they possibly spend $10 million on?
The way that sounds, they definitely did something, and
I don't know. Want to find out? Check out the other
fuck.
last 2 episodes.
Damn it, and that's written. I'm just kidding. 8-8.
All right, 8-8. That's gonna be 8-9.
With a plug. God, this guy. 9.
9-1.
Holy shit. Okay. Dead 9-9-2.
That is a natural 20.
God
He's gonna go up. You're at 9-2. He's gonna go 9-5.
9-5. This fucking guy. Am I allowed to go up by not 100,000 at a time?
Yeah, you can go up by however much you want. You just have to, as long as you can afford it.
Yeah. Well, I meant like lower than that.
Oh yeah, you can go.
Or the increments have to be 100.
I mean, for ease of keeping track, but technically no.
Well, I meant just more of like I would drop it like by 50k. So instead of it being 9-2, it would be 9-15, 9-1-5.
I mean, we can. You can. It's at 9-5 right now.
Trying to save some dollar bills here.
All right. Gonna go to 9-5-5.
It's already up to 9-5.
Yeah, he's put.
He
it.
did that. That's right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. This is not good.
You gave your dad. He said we'll pay half as long as it's affordable.
Okay. 5-5.
9-5-5. 9-6.
God, how the hell is he rolled so high?
The Grim Reaper dice are, I think, my best set of dice.
6-5.
9-6-5.
It's getting depressing at this point. I figured my lying would have worked way better than this.
Oh well,
This
no,
guy's
it did.
fucking adamant.
It did. That's why there was really supposed to be 20 people here. You had 3. However, he
Gotcha.
did 9-6-5. Going once, going twice. Sold.
I'm just gonna like turn back to both my father and Zelik. I might throw up a little bit. That was more than I was hoping.
that'd be reasonable. But hey, it's less than 12.
It is less than 12.
900.
I mean, it's a big ass fucking boat.
9,650,000 divided by 2. Is that enough zeros? How many zeros are in a million? 6, right?
5.
5?
Well, 6 normally. 6
Divided
normally
by
in a
2,
million.
so it'd be 4,825,000.
All right. So
Yep.
subtract that from your number. Take that from your gold, Rylee.
Oh, from the 10 mil?
Yeah.
Minus the 600 I took out that one.
Yeah.
Well, let me take out my 600. Hold on, give me a second. Minus 600.
Yeah. And then Zell, you would still have 200 of that he gave you.
Yes, I have the 200 still.
Okay, let me write this.
Okay, but you'll pay half, then your dad will pay the other half. But you have a boat now.
We have a boat now. I would love to just sort of get to me and grab my father and be like, let's go. Let's just, I don't know. I don't know how to, like, it's emotionally speaking in this point of like trying to figure the words of like,
Mm-hmm.
it's ours again. Like, I want to go look around myself. I want to let him experience it, I guess, now that he owns it, technically, or partially owns it.
Yeah, so it's a partial ownership between the two of you. But yeah, you can do that. Zell, you gonna join them on the boat tour?
No, Zell, before he goes on, is gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna go check on a thing. If I don't text you in the next couple hours, I'm in the forest and someone kidnapped me a second time.
Oh, God. Back to Mother we go.
No, you go to Father's this time. Come on.
That is
Season 2.
And we're restarting campaign.
No, that'd be ridiculous. You just start here. Come on. It's season 2. All right.
Not even done with season 1. Leave you on the cliffhanger.
Hey, this is the intro. We're going into season 2 right now. Thank you.
Each season we kill one baddie
Yes.
until we get to the big baddie.
Yes, that
You figured
yes.
that is my structure. Way to go.
Yes, that,
Hell yeah.
mhm.
That is my structure. I keep it simple. Zell goes off to the woods. Rylee, you go check out this boat with your dad. First thing to note, 3 floors under the top. So it's the top, then 1, 2, 3, bottom of the boat.
Oh dang, this thing is a galleon, the fuck.
Big ass boat.
I want to make sure I'm not saying the incorrect one like an idiot.
I don't know
am
boats.
saying the correct one, I think.
I don't know boats. All I know is this big boat. Alright. But essentially what you'll see is there's the top of it where you have 2 masts with 2 sets of big sails and your helm slightly raised. Directly beneath that is food storage, where they keep food, keep safe drinking water, medical stuff, storage level essentially right there. Beneath that is the barracks, where there's like basically just a bunch of hammocks for sleeping in for the crew. It's about 50 here. Beneath that, that is where the captain's quarter would be. Down here, it's really the only thing down here. It's more really doesn't like more storage, some other like random things that might be needed, but mostly just the captain's quarter. And then beneath there is just random extra storage if necessary. Top floor, about to mention it, 4 cannons each side.
But I had to look up galleon to make sure I was fully correct on a guess that was a galleon.
Way to
size.
go, man.
Fucking good for me.
Way to go, Tim.
I'm so smart.
Take a point of inspiration. Just kidding.
Depression.
It is impressive, though. It is impressive, though.
Cool.
You bought a boat. You're fine. You have a boat.
Yeah, I'm a captain of the ship now. This
Co-captain.
is huge. Huge. It's huge.
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 Huge bet. But that's the basic layout of the boat.
Oh. Can always change it because I feel like 50 beds is unnecessary.
What? Not gonna have 50 crew members for this big ass boat?
Maybe eventually that is the plan. Gotta be a big captain, big ship. Right now I've got like 6.
Who needs more than 6? Really?
Of course, yeah. Sea of Thieves style.
Exactly. But you go into the captain's quarter to check it out. It's similar to Zane's. You know, big chair with a desk, some shelves around. No decorations at the moment. Everything's kind of empty. Your father will take a seat in the chair at the desk. And then you'll see he kind of like runs his hand on the underside of it. He will call you over and basically like guide your hand to where his is, and you will feel what seems like an engraving in the wood. The engraving is a date, and your father will explain that that's the date he bought the boat and the day he left. He wrote it down so he would never forget.
Well, just gonna let my father take that in because I don't know what to say in this moment.
Understandable. As you guys are checking out the boat, we're gonna jump over to Zell, who has made their way into the woods. Probably a good 100 feet into the woods. But you will see the guy in the white cloak again. He's just sitting, eyes closed. His back is to you, but he will speak before you arrive. You're probably a good 15 feet away when he will start talking. I see you came to join me.
Mm-hmm. I did.
The silence is beautiful, isn't it? No loud screams. No sounds of machinery or tools or fools. The exact sound nature meant for us to hear. Though it seems to me that you're not the one who enjoys the silence the most. He will snap his fingers. And for the first time while conscious, Zell, you feel yourself be shoved into the back as Zix is pulled forward. Your color will change, and you are now Zix. So sorry, make you change your lights.
It's okay, I'm going to hand it off to the mysterious friend next to me, and it's not my problem anymore.
The mysterious fifth personality. What?
That's so crazy.
Something tells me you enjoy the silence the most.
Perhaps.
He kind of sits. Is there a reason you don't change on your own?
We don't know how.
Well, that would be quite the dilemma. If you want, I can help you. while I may not be one of your own kind, I do know quite a bit about the soul. How I was able to pull you forward. It will take a long time, and I cannot guarantee you will ever fully have control with my help, but I can pull you closer. Make it a little bit easier.
What's the cost?
No cost, friend.
Nothing in life comes for free. We've
Mm.
learned that the hard way.
Well, I'm afraid that's the corruption of people speaking. No, I don't operate off the rules of others. I operate off the rules of nature. It costs nothing to pick plants off a vine. Costs nothing to take a drink from a stream. Nothing to enter a cave for shelter or start a fire. Nature did not intend for life to be about cost. No, life is meant to simply be enjoyed. All I ask is that you enjoy life. Come, sit next to me. He will pat a bit of the ground.
Zix will make their way over and sit down.
He will get into a bit of a meditation-esque pose and tell you to get in the same pose. And he will guide you through some meditations. You feel as your mind kind of clears while doing these. You're able to like very clearly hear the thoughts of the others, probably a bit more clearly than you ever have before. Start to feel a little in tuned with the area around you. And he will just guide you through meditation for a handful of hours, truthfully. Gonna hop back over to Rylee. Probably hour and a half, like 2 hours of you and your father's kind of checking out the ship and all that jazz.
Gotcha.
Kind of do what you want again.
I think probably within this time, these 2 hours of reminiscing and whatnot, I feel like Riley probably added a few of his own touches to the captain's coerters.
Such as?
Is there, and if I have to go buy or make one, that's fine, a a weapon rack for the one of the like a wall, right? And then also the same like another one, but to sit on a desk.
There's definitely would be like a weapon rack like on the wall. Probably not one on the desk. I mean, sure you
You know
can.
what I mean? Where people like they have like a stand there and they can put a sword across it on the desk.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, I get you.
I'm gonna go. I can probably get one of those.
You can definitely get one of those.
But upon that rack goes two of those katanas. How many slots would you say this rack has?
The one on the wall, I would say probably has 6.
Oh, perfect. Two of those katanas, and then just because I've had it for the longest of times, the long sword that has been entrusted to me and that has gotten me through so many battles, will also set upon there.
Nice. But you
It'll
can
all make sense next episode.
you tell him. But you can definitely get a like single sword like thing stand to put on a shelf.
Okay.
I'll say it probably like costs 50 gold.
Bet.
Surely can't be that bad. I just spent 4 mil.
Yeah, no. A little throw up in the mouth and 4 mil. I think I'll be alright.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that probably wouldn't take too long. I don't know how long how long Father and I would be reminiscing, since he has been on this boat obviously more than I have.
I mean, I said probably like hour and a half to 2 hours. He's probably like telling you stories about things as they come forward.
Yeah. I feel like at some point, like after this hour and a half, I will cut him off and be like, we should probably go tell Mother that we have this boat.
We certainly should.
Because we've been gone for quite a while, so.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, she expected us to be gone for a bit.
True. But let's head back, shall we?
Okay. You will get off the boat. I was about to say your dad will lock the boat, but how do you lock a sailboat?
You got a key fob. Boop, boop. Lock
Yep.
that bad boy.
Yep, he pulls a tiny crystal out, just hits a button, the boat just goes boop boop.
You just wait till he pushes the wrong button and Nos comes out. He's got giant boosters.
Hey.
I'll pay for it.
Hey, that's gonna run you like 4 mil, dude. A big boat.
I mean, shoot. It'll give.
Someone will offer.
Your weapon to use.
Someone will offer that for 6 mil.
I don't got 6 mil. We'll see if my Dolly wants to use it as a weapon or not.
Okay. Could just wait till next time for that.
This is all jokes. I'm not gonna put boosters on it now. Although that is hilarious.
You could. I was allowing it, but if you don't want to, that's fine.
I'm okay for now.
Okay. Then you will get home. Your mother has made a lovely meal. And you will see 2 boxes on the counter. How'd it go?
We got it. We got a ship back.
That is wonderful. She will clap, and then she will like attempt to sneakily. You will catch it, Rylee, but your father won't catch it. She'll take one of the boxes and kind of like move it behind her back. Your father will come in.
Exactly what my brain tells me it is.
I think it exactly is what your brain thinks it is. Father will come in, excited. Your mother will then push the box towards him. Like, I had a feeling this would happen, so I baked a cake. Your father will open the box on the cake. That's hilarious. God, I love dice. It says, "Sorry you didn't win the boat." Secretly shuts it and switches the boxes, and then opens the next one. It says, "I knew you could do it."
It's exactly what I thought it was. Oh man, having known exactly what I thought was gonna happen, I'm just gonna let out a laugh and be like, we can have both of them. It's okay.
Both of what? It's only one cake.
Oh, of course. Who am I to say otherwise? You're right.
Are you okay, honey? Are you feeling sick? You seeing double over there?
Is she pointing? Because if she points, I wouldn't be like, be nice to her and be like, what do you mean? And turn around.
Yeah, she's pointing.
so she has time to hide it or something. Or just be like, what
Yeah.
do you mean?
Yeah.
God, I fucking love it. Let's have some cake.
And you have some cake. Zell, I mean, probably been 3 hours of meditation. But it feels good. I said the wrong name, my bad. Zix.
I say who?
Like you feel you can hear each other a bit more clearly. Maybe even feel like you can like get in tune with each other's emotions a little bit. Have an idea what they're feeling more deeply. That's just from this simple meditation. The guy will stand up. It has been a pleasure, but I'm afraid that it is time for us to end today. Cannot push ourselves too fast, or all our progress will be destroyed.
That's understandable.
I will be in town for a while, so I shall come here, and you're welcome to join me whenever you'd like.
Do you have a name, stranger?
No, nature did not give me one. But if you would like something, you can call me Gorsh.
If it is what you wish, Gorsh.
He will give you a bow. Have yourself a good day, Zixeltel. And he will walk away.
Not the full government given name.
God, he could have said your middle name. Would have sent you through the fucking moon.
I don't fucking know my middle name. I don't think I have one.
It's Steve.
All of
I
them
don't
are.
think it is.
All of them are.
Something's telling me that's not. Something's telling me I wrote somewhere does not have middle name, but okay.
I mean, I wasn't given one. I'm not gonna make one up without permission.
I don't think they have one.
Okay.
I think coming up with 4 was too much, as is.
Understandable, honestly. Anyway. You're in the woods. You want to not be in the woods? Stay in the woods?
Zix is gonna first look down at their phone and notice that they don't have a message from a friend that was told to check on them if they were out for 2 hours or more. And will now leave the woods a little unhappy.
Friend is fully
With
trusting
that
of other
part.
friend.
Friend didn't care if other friend trusted that. The whole point was what just happened a year ago.
What?
Help,
But
mom and
Zix
dad
will
are
leave
fighting.
the woods the way that they came.
Okay, get back into town. You see the auction has pretty much died down and many boats are leaving.
Mhm. Yep.
Head back to the house. Rylee and family are there. There's a mostly empty box of cake on the table. And some other food. Seemed like dinner just finished. Or finished being made. They're just now eating dinner. So you can join them for dinner.
I will.
Welcome home. Zix, not who I was expecting. Welcome. Welcome home.
Thank you.
Rylee's father's
Hey.
eating.
Hi.
You look different. But different's good.
They look up and notice that their hair is still in Zell's haircut, and they don't like that, so they start pulling it back.
Fair.
Yeah, you know.
He did just have him push different person pushed out of him. Didn't have time to adjust.
Right.
It's like a roasted turkey type Thanksgiving vibe. Would get dinner. Not Thanksgiving. Don't worry. No prequel episode today.
Just jumps right into the prequel 2 hours in.
Yep. Can you shut the fuck up, train? I'm storytelling.
Is that a second train this session? Huh?
This is a third train this session.
Nice.
The first one, which is kind enough to not honk its fucking horn while I was by my house.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're eating dinner. Any conversation one we had?
I'm just gonna ask Six me like, how was your? You tell me we were going to the woods, or you just told me you were leaving?
The woods.
Okay, I'm gonna ask him how was your trip in the woods? Clearly, we did good. We got the boat, so that's pretty cool.
He was
Eat some
there for
cake.
that.
Yeah, well, yeah, recapping, my friend, recapping. Okay. Clearly, we've had good things. How you're alive? That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
How was your trip to the woods?
It was good.
Do anything? Did you just go to the woods?
Kind of meditated a bit. Got away from the crowd.
That's fair. Meditation is good for you. I don't do it, but I probably should. Definitely good for the soul.
We could do it together sometime if you wanted.
You know what? I'd be okay with that.
Your parents are kind of just looking at each other and like nodding.
I don't have anything else to talk about, I don't think. I'm just enjoying dinner at this point.
Fair enough.
Neither does Zix at this moment.
Then dinner shall conclude. More cake may be had. Realizing how little cake they have, your mother will go grab the other cake in the fridge. So open it on the counter and it's like wipe away the frosting that made the "it's okay, sorry about your loss," whatever the fuck I said message.
Sorry about your loss.
And then present a second cake.
I love that. I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm just gonna enjoy this.
I like the marbling on top. It's really pretty.
Thank you, Zix. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Then you have a delicious cake. You'll clean up from dinner and you'll go off to bed. Gonna be in another stretch of time. Some more time will pass. Probably about 3 months this time will pass. A total of 5 months since you guys showed up. Things y'all want to do in this time.
Nothing specific. I think Riley's just gonna enjoy his time with his family, working with his father again,
Okay,
getting better at his cartography.
gotcha. Not really worrying about training anything else. Gotcha. What about you, Peter?
Well, Zix needs to learn the pan flute
Okay,
since Zix can no longer play the fiddle.
correct.
And then any other time will be either just some basic training or finding Gorsh.
Why did you say his name like that?
What a great name.
It was that or say it in a goofy voice.
I was thinking the same thing.
As soon as I
Gorsh.
said it, I was like, "This is goofy. That's not."
Gorsh guy.
So I was like,
That's what
I
thought.
gotta keep it now. He doesn't have a name. He just made one up. All right.
Freaking Gorsh.
You
Oh, Gorsh.
made a great choice.
So just meditating with Gorsh when possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Goofy.
And every time, whichever the four goes, we'll tell Rylee or text Rylee, I'm going to the forest. Please check on me if I'm gone for more than 3 hours.
I will get into the rhythm of doing so since I clearly am a bad person and didn't do it the first time and you scolded me so hard.
Zixeltel and Zell didn't talk to Rylee for 2 weeks.
God damn. All right.
They
Well,
were
I'm
very mad.
sorry. You came back alive. We can put it
You
past
didn't have
us.
promised that I would.
Good
God, why would you not
miss.
promise me that you're coming back alive? I mean, even if you know you're gonna die, you're
Life
still supposed to
didn't
tell people
promise
you
that I would come
promise.
back.
All
Even
right.
if I knew I was going to sacrifice myself in a heated battle, I would be like, I promise I'll come back. It's what you do.
Fucking lie? God damn, no wonder
What are
you're a
you gonna do?
terrible person.
You gonna tell him, be like, "Oh, I'm gonna die."
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tells a
So-
liar. We know this.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like,
But
I'm
he
gonna
lied,
die.
and he
Sorry.
promised.
Anyway.
Promise coming back.
Anyway. No specific skills that want to be worked on by either of you. Other than
Other
being
than the flute.
becoming proficient with pan flute, which you will be able to do in this time.
Excellent news.
Then 3 months will pass. You guys will be out grocery shopping for Charlene. Because you are the loveliest two kids. Peter, you will notice that Riley's parents have kind of adopted the habit of referring to you as son.
Okay.
As they should.
If any of you wish to correct the term, they may, and they will swap to it.
They all have taken note of this. None of them will correct them, but they have all taken note of this.
Okay. So you are off getting groceries from mom and dad, the two of you. And while you are out getting groceries, you will hear a yell behind you. You will turn, you will see it's Paul Blart and his cronies. They've spotted you, and they are giving chase to the shopping district. You see that Paul Blart hits a button and his Segway starts lighting up blue and red.
Yeah, damn, that's funny.
This is the best NPC I think I've ever made. And he was like,
Paul
and
Blart.
he's a fucking gag.
Paul Blart, international policeman.
Hey, international detective.
International detective.
All right. But they're chasing you. So we're gonna do a lovely thing here called a skill challenge,
Oh, brother.
where basically you guys will pick a skill, tell me what you want like to do with it, and then roll or make a DC on the spot. Basically, whatever skill you pick, you need to tell me how you're gonna use it to help like evade Paul Blart and his cronies. But you can only use a skill once. And then the two of you will need a collective 5 successes to get away successfully. But 3 fails and they will catch you. Because Paul's on a Segway.
Not a segue.
And thus the
What if
superior.
What if I go? What if I jump into like a stream and like swim across the river or something? Is he just gonna?
I mean, you guys are currently in the middle of
Segway.
town.
Mm.
You're in the shopping district at the moment.
Hey, I know town pretty well, man. I could
There's
find
not a
somewhere.
river in the middle of town.
I'm not saying in the middle of town. I'm saying we can run them through the woods.
Anyway, skill that's been used. You guys will also alternate going.
Okay. This is super interesting. I love this. Who's going first?
Whichever one of you wants to go first, may.
I'll leave it to you, Mr. Zix. Do you want to go first or me go first?
You can go first.
Both of you would probably have like a bag of groceries you're carrying.
I feel confident. I would like to use athletics
All right.
to basically hop fences, like go behind houses and like hop fences stuff.
All right. Go ahead and give me an athletics check. That could be a bit difficult to do, so I'll say DC is 17. But since you have some, a bag of food in your arms.
I rolled a 17 on the die.
All right, then you jump over some fences. You help Zix get over fences. You kind of hear as Paul Blart goes through fences, but his cronies are still climbing over them because they're slightly ahead of him.
Yeah, dude, what a fucking champion.
That's one success. Peter.
My plans involve splitting up.
That's a
So
thing you can do.
That's
Yeah,
that's
fair.
going to be the call. So after some fence hopping, they're gonna cast Phantom Steed.
Mm.
can use that to start getting away.
Fair enough.
You need the information on Phantom Steed.
I more so need more specifics on what you're going to do, because this does require you to still use a skill.
Okay.
Just due to the nature of how this is set up. But it could be like Arcana for using the spell.
Yeah. There's police sirens passing by at the moment. Oh no, he's got me. Oh no. Okay. I'll use Arcana to be able to know my magic well enough to, in the heat of the moment, be able to cast this Phantom Steed and hop aboard.
All right, go for it. You know your magic pretty well. I'll say DC 14.
That's a dirty 20.
All right, no issue. Get your magic steed, and you split off from Rylee. Is that what you want to do, or do you want to stick with Rylee?
Split up because I can go a lot faster than Rylee can run, so
Okay. And
it
y'all
would just slow me down to stay.
You will take an alley and split off. Rylee will keep going forward. Looking back, you will see as one officer will chase after Zix and Paul, and the other one will stay on Rylee. That's one success for each of you, total of 2. Rylee.
Is the greatest thing. Literally before this session, I was saying to my character, I was so close to taking Find Steed. I had it written down. It was like, what is the use case scenario?
I've had Phantom Steed prepared for at least 3 sessions,
That's
and
amazing.
it's finally time.
I'm going to say, now that we have split up, Rylee is going to dip into the forest. And he's going to use his survival to navigate forestry.
All right. Well, I'll allow that. I mean, you haven't been here for a while. Landscape probably has changed. Would be a little bit difficult. Gonna say DC 17.
Oh, brother. Okay, come on. I rolled another 17.
Hey, success is success, man. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. That's the sound of success.
I'll take your word for it, I guess.
Sound of success.
Thought I was gonna die in the forest, man.
Yes,
Here comes
you-
God.
Is that when the police officer's smacking into a pole or something?
Yeah, that is the one chase.
Okay.
Not Paul Blart hitting a leaf. Like, you push like a branch back, and like it's one that bends and this flips forward and smacks him in the face. So now it's just Rylee and Paul Blart in the woods. His all-terrain wheels, though, have no issue going over anything.
What a trooper.
Truly, back
He's got
to
the
Zix.
best suspension on those things, so he can go over a log and it doesn't even feel like it.
Dude, international police budget, man.
Okay.
So you can't use athletics, arcana, or survival, Peter.
Oh, it's collective.
Yeah, it's collective.
I'm straight up not confident in my next one, so if you take what I am hoping to use, it's gonna be rough.
This should wait.
Okay.
This should wait till I start doing this with all 4 of you.
Ooh,
Oh, actually, that kind of is exciting. That's exciting.
that'd be very entertaining.
I'm going to, as I'm doing the horse, try to use insight to predict, like, kind of play 4D chess, predict where the police officer thinks I'm going to do based on their movement, and try to, like, subterfuge and kind of, like,
Gotta fake him
different
out.
ways.
Gotta fake him
Yeah,
out,
kinda
kind
fake
of.
him out.
All right. I mean, you don't know this officer very well, and he's behind you, so he's kind of just following you. So it's a little harder to trick. I'll say DC 18.
24.
You get him. You fakely going one way, and then at the last second swap to the other. He's already like mid-turn to try to keep momentum. Low past him, he has to flip around. Definitely gained some space on him, but he's still chasing you. All right, back to Rylee.
Okay, Straight up not confident, Pete. Gotta be honest.
I believe in you.
How much? What is my distance between me and Mr. Blart?
I mean, Mr. Blart's pretty close. He's probably only like 10 feet away.
Oh, that's not gonna fucking work at all.
He's pretty close.
Holy
Power of the Segway. He's pretty fast, and all train wheels. And his power is never giving up. So. I mean,
what a power.
Yeah, I mean, he has been tailing you the entire time since you left Stonehaven.
Did a terrible job since I've been here for 5 months.
Hey, he was here before you.
I know, and didn't even know I was there. Ah, pathetic. Okay, well, he's way too close to try this.
I mean, you can try anything at any time.
Well, I don't think I can make it make sense because of how close he is.
I mean, that's fine. Well, you can give your argument for it. And if not, you still have 3 fails.
For real. I'm gonna go ahead and risk a fail here, Peter. I gotta be honest. This is gonna be a high one.
Hey, that's how it goes.
Gosh, you're a wizard.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of what your skill set would be versus my skill set. Okay, fuck it. We're just gonna risk it and hope for the goddamn best because I had to figure out something in the meantime. See if I can make this make sense. My hope was that he wasn't that close. I was gonna use stealth to go behind a tree so he would so I could hide there so he would go past me.
Try to
so that I could dip and go back
Scooby-Doo
the other
him.
direction. Yeah,
I got you.
Scooby-Doo him.
You can try. It's gonna be real hard. Gonna be real
Say,
hard. That's probably gonna be a DC. I'm gonna say 24. Type of hard.
Physically impossible. Is that a D20 or a nat 20?
Oh, is
here
that
comes the first
if
fail.
that's physically impossible? Let me lower it down to 22. I want it to be possible.
Yeah, I can only get one of 2 numbers here.
I believe in you.
That is not one of them. I got a 12, so 15.
All right, you try to do it. You duck behind the tree. He catches up and just stops and just looks at you. And then you take off again.
My thought process was, well, no, I didn't actually. I guess I didn't fully say it. My hope was to stop and then go around the other way, but he would need to pass by. So yeah, we're just kind of looking at each other.
Yeah, but then you just run around the tree and then he'll turn around, going back towards town now. Back on over to Zix.
Okay.
I think Zix should fail just for fun. Make it
I
intense.
like that idea. I'll take the risk of it just happening naturally. How is this other officer chasing me? I know Paul Blart has his Segway.
He was running, but then once you juked him out, he also summoned a horse of some form.
Oh, okay. Okay, what has been used so far skill-wise? So I make sure I'm not trying to...
Athletics, insight, arcana, survival, stealth.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I have my next
Hope Peter takes the skill you just prepped for.
It's possible.
one. That is definitely possible.
I'm going to use Sleight of Hand
Okay.
to... I'm going to be casting Insinuation. And I'm using
Gotcha.
Sleight of Hand because I'm riding a horse. And while it's a magical horse, I mean, I'm still attempting to cast a spell while on a horse. So it's not the easiest thing in the world.
Gotta think here. That one is a little far-fetched. Then Sleight of Hand is more trying to do things without being seen. I'll say you're trying to do that without officer noticing.
Yeah, that's true. It could be someone else.
Try to catch him off by surprise.
Yeah.
Go for it. It is hard to cast spells on a horse. I'll say DC 20. Because you're on a horse, he's on a horse.
You got your wish. That is a nat 1.
Oh, that's real not good.
Peter.
That's real not good, because in skill challenges, nat
I'm putting
ones...
the mystery machine die into jail. That is the second one out of 2 it has given me today.
Nat ones do still count as 2 fails in this. So you try to cast it, but you end up like losing your footing. You know, the horse will trip on some rocks and kind of tumble forward, and the other officer will catch you. He's gonna go to like attempt to put you in handcuffs, but then you're gonna feel as like his grip on your arm is just gone. As you turn around, you will see your new friend Gorsh has just kicked this police officer off of you. He will pick you up with one arm and begin running. He will like jump off a fence onto roofs. He's like running on the roofs of houses into the woods.
I'm going to cast my wings to follow with him.
No, he like picked you up. He's holding you
Okay, cool.
as he's doing this.
Gorsh can carry me. That's fine.
You know, he is carrying you to safety. He will take a little bit of a detour as he will see Rylee running from Paul Blart, and he will grab Riley's shirt with his other free hand and then lift Rylee off the ground, and then carry the two of you into the woods. Rylee, you will see as Paul Blart like will turn to give chase, and just go, "How the fuck are they doing that?" You guys will escape thanks to the help of Gorsh.
I think it's funny you said that he was running on roofs, because I was like, my next one was fully acrobatics, climbing onto a house and running up the roof.
As it should be.
I was
As
way
it should
more
be, honestly.
confident, I should have done that, but I went into the woods.
Understandable.
I was like, I probably shouldn't climb a tree.
Yeah. But you're now in the woods. You're by the point that Riley's dad would have pointed to, where Riley's grandpa would have read him stories. Rylee, you will see your grandpa is sitting on like a tree stump, staring out into the ocean.
And we're fully no longer in chase, right?
Yeah,
We're
you're fully
safe.
no longer in chase. You are fully safe.
Okay, and then I will, once I have the opportunity to relax a minute, I will then go stand by him and just look out with him.
Gonna ignore this man who you've never seen before who just saved you? Fucking rude.
I mean,
You're welcome.
I'm trying to think of how to do it. In this moment, what's more important to me, this man that saved me, or the fact that I'm in a very important place to me? I guess I can say thank you first. I didn't think about it. I'm sorry.
You are welcome. Bit of trouble
yeah,
y'all found yourselves in, huh?
Yeah, I guess I'll ignore my grandfather for a moment.
Something like that.
Be like, who? Thank you, but who are you? And why did you pick me? I mean, I thank you for picking me up.
Gorsh, Rylee, Gorsh.
Gorsh will bow to you. Pleasure.
No, the pleasure's mine. You saved me from being caught by a man on a scooter.
That machine he rides is abomination to nature. My duty to save anyone who opposes it.
I definitely agree with that.
Agreed.
But how do you two know each other?
You want to answer that? You want me to?
My meditation friend, for lack of longer time.
Oh. Exciting. I'm sorry, I'm not really, I don't know what to say. We were chased. I'm in a fluxure of different emotions here. I was saved by a man who just lifted me up off the ground.
Nature has provided me with plenty of strength.
I like him.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm running down a new merch idea. My meditation friend. I think that's hilarious. Rylee, if you want to go talk to your grandpa now, you can. I'll stop forcing you in this conversation.
No, it's fine. catching myself, I should have said thank you. So that's where I went there, and then I'd be like, "Excuse me for a moment," while I gather myself,
Of course.
and then I shall walk over to where the stump is and just stand next to it. This is how I relax.
Your grandfather won't look at you, but he knows you're there. He'll pat the stump. He'll like shift to the side and then pat the stump so you can sit next to him on the stump.
Okay.
You know, boy, your father isn't particularly wrong. Maybe you shouldn't look up to me that much. I mean, I was a bad person.
Doesn't mean you can't be a good one now. Hell, you've been with me throughout this entire year, helping me when you can, showing me around the hell, for example. You don't seem to be who you were. So to me, I think that means something.
Thank you, boy. I think you've earned yourself a gift. One that your father couldn't recall in the moment. But that last story. And your grandfather will begin to regale you with a tale of a group of criminals, specifically death row inmates, who, in a world where the gods were known to be evil and mean and corrupt, they were put together essentially as a strike force. 'Cause they're on death row anyway. So what is there to lose for them? They were sent on a mission to take out the gods, to free humanity from the punishment that these gods put them under. Which, of course, in the end ended in success. It is a tale of how just because you were bad doesn't mean you have to stay bad. You can always reinvent yourself and become a better person as long as you have the right motivation and drive to do so. Zix, while Riley's grandfather is telling the story, what are you and Gorsh going to get up to?
I guess meditation time if Gorsh doesn't have more questions about what happened.
I got no questions, so if you wish to meditate, let us meditate.
Yeah.
Alright, you two will meditate. The story will take probably 2.5 hours in proper detail. I'm just not giving proper detail. But at the end, this story used to make your father fall asleep all the time. I don't know if it was because it's too long, which it fully could be, or because he enjoyed it that much. I may not have been able to be there all the time for you, but I saw your father tell you this story a few times when you were a kid. It felt good. I can't tell why.
It has a lot of meaning to it. Like the story suggests, the opportunity to not stay a bad person. I think deep down, as much as father doesn't agree with the way you lived your life, and that he doesn't want me to go down that same path, I think he understands that although what you did was wrong, you were still a good man, even though I think at this point he doesn't fully believe it anymore himself because he thinks that I'm going to go down the same path, if that makes sense. I think reminding him of that story would probably help in the decision to allow me to be who I want to be, knowing that I won't turn into, no offense, what you did.
No offense taken. Rylee, you're a good kid. You know that?
I try.
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
It's getting late. I think it has been enough time that Officer Paul Blart probably isn't at your house anymore.
Gosh, I hope so.
Well, I think we can probably... You can probably head home.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
Oh my goodness. Well, I need a second. I forgot to mention something in my summary of your story, Tim.
Okay.
I was looking back through my notes and I just saw it. Something very important. There is, in the story, these creatures. They're basically half angel, half devil. They're like a main threat to our protagonists. The death row criminals. And they're this thing that is referred to in the story as a dreamer. What they are referred to. What they are called. They are essentially like large creatures with like one like angel looking wing of feathers and one more demonic like wing of scales type thing. But those like are a primary thing they fight outside of the gods. They like protect the gods type dealio. Got to mention that. That's on me.
All good, man.
Back to present. You should probably go home. I'm going to stay here a little longer.
I will.
Don't forget to get your friend.
Yeah, I should probably make sure he's done. Or, I could wait it out until they need it.
I think you should probably take them with you. It kind of seems like the thing that won't end. Like, I don't know who that guy is, but he is here like every day for like 10 hours.
Oh, so I should probably interrupt him. But isn't it wrong to interrupt during a meditation?
Not
I should
really.
probably just do it anyway.
I mean, I don't know much about meditation. Yeah, you just do it. That's my boy!
I'm just going to get up and turn around and be like, hey, Zix, I don't mean to interrupt, but I think it's been long enough. Are you ready to go back?
Yeah. Should be fine.
Okay. Gorsh, nice meeting you. Thank you for saving me.
Of course. You are welcome to join our meditation anytime. I think it might benefit you.
That's fair. I might do that sometime.
He'll give you a bow. Then I'll give a bow to Zix. And you two get off on your way. You don't notice Paul Blart as you approach the house. I don't know how thoroughly y'all are trying to check this place before you go in, but you don't see him up front.
You don't see the Segway parked anywhere?
No Segway, no Paul, no officers.
I would say it's fair for us to be on the lookout, but I don't know. We'll leave it to you, I suppose. Because, we're just chased. We are wanted. I'm wanted. I don't know about why. They were just chasing you.
I'm prepared to face step you if he is there, but
It'd be like that. I'll leave it up to the discretion of the DM on how prepared we are, how lucky we are, I guess. perceptive.
All right, so using your passive perceptions, which are
18.
16.
all right, you slowly get closer and you do not see any officers.
Big rough.
They seem to not be staking out your house, or the staking out from very far away.
Job. Yep.
You go in the house, I assume.
Yeah.
Go in the house. Your parents hug you. They'll tell you basically that the cops had came back, asked about you again. Your mother was terrified, but don't worry, because I believe that you didn't do the things they say. I lied to the cops for you. I don't like admitting that because it makes me feel like my father. But I believe you
feel
when you
that's
said that.
a little of an overreaction. A one lie to the cops does not make you grandpa.
Well, I didn't say I said it made me feel like grandpa, not that it made me grandpa. It's different.
Everybody lies.
Well, yeah, but this is, I could be thrown in jail for lying to them. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was very kind of you.
And I appreciate what you've done.
Thank you, sons.
Do you know if they're still in town, or did they just stop by and leave?
They just stopped by and left. Based on last time, they don't seem too keen on stakeouts. Because I would have thought they would have stayed at the house last time. But I don't know.
Fair.
Anyway, your mother made dinner. Made meatloaf.
Yes, I'm famished.
She made good things. She made a double thing of meatloaf.
Hot dang.
Because, I mean, she knows you love meatloaf. She knows I love meatloaf. Let's get some meatloaf and mashed potatoes.
Let's do that.
Then you'll all be led to the dining room. We have meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and some green beans. You need your greens and all your healthy meals.
Of course.
Of course. You have dinner. No dessert tonight. Didn't have time to make one. And you go off to bed. Another little time period. Gonna have another month to do things you wish. Gain probably like 2 proficiencies in something if you want this month.
I feel like it's a dumb question because it's already been so far in this campaign.
If the question is going to
proficient in a boat.
Technically, you need to be proficient in water vehicles. You should already be proficient in water vehicles from your background. I do believe. I'm pretty sure, cause we had this conversation when you were driving the boat with Zane.
Right. Dumb question.
No dumb question. The only dumb question is, did we level up? That's the only dumb question, because you ask that, the answer becomes no. Even if you were going to, you ask, the answer now no.
We didn't do anything. Well, Peter, what about you? Anything?
The Z's are been thinking a little bit, aka I've been thinking a little bit about how the collective party has a whole one person capable of healing magic, and they're thinking back to that one time at home where they used a book that explained medicine spells and successfully used a healing spell of some sort to stabilize Haven, I believe it was.
Sure was.
So they're gonna try to look into see if they can at least do some kind of basic healing, whether that's a spell or just proficiency in medicine at that point for practical purposes.
You can definitely get proficiency in medicine, for sure. If you want to use both of the two I'm saying right now to get like cure wounds, I would say you could do that.
I think their focus would be learn the healing stuff and then continuing the meditation. It's just like part of their daily routine at this point.
Gotcha. So yeah, you can get proficiency in medicine and then the spell cure wounds. You can add to your spell list.
That's wild.
Rylee.
So interesting. Well, there's fucking nothing from a paladin spell list anyway. I guess you can, after the debacle that was trying to hide behind a tree.
You can also, cause I thought about this the other day. I don't think I said this out loud. You can also use that to go from proficient to expertise in something. I don't think I ever said that out loud. I think that was just something I answered in a DM from someone.
Okay.
Definitely a DM, because I feel like I wouldn't have taken a couple of these if that were the case.
That is something you can do. I'm also pretty sure it was a DM. I was just thinking about that the other day.
Do I want expertise? Is the real question.
I don't know. You don't have to give me an exact answer right now.
Mm-hmm. But at least one of them, after the debacle that was hiding behind a tree, I would love to work on my stealth.
All right. You can become proficient in stealth. Now the disadvantage of your armor hurts a little less.
Hurts just a little bit less.
All right, but as another month will pass, Rylee, you will kind of just get this strange urge one day that you should go meditate with Zix.
Okay.
It seems like a good idea. You know, you're feeling a little fatigued. You know, the mental stimulation might help. The two of you
Agree.
will go out to the woods. You'll meet with Gorsh, and you'll begin meditating. Immediately you will notice as Gorsh kind of like criticizes Rylee's technique. It seems that Ziggs kind of naturally went into it well. Rylee's not as naturally adept. So you're gonna more like pointers and some critiques-esque things. Rylee, I think you just might get along better with one of my friends.
Oh.
He will give out a whistle, and then you'll hear as the leaves are shaking behind him. The way it's organized is like he's on one side, and then the two of you are like 10 feet on the other side, 5 feet from each other. But you will see the leaves will rustle, and you're just hear someone going like, Yahoo! And landing in front of Rylee about 10 feet away will be this creature who skin's like white, a mix of like white and black. It seems to have a mask on its face. It has like one mouth that currently is in a smiley face, then a nose on either side of the mouth, and then a set of eyes on the other side of the mouth. The top half is green, the bottom half is orange. It's a bit on the shorter side. Their skin kind of looks the way, like, when you look at Play-Doh. Like, their skin looks the way Play-Doh, like, feels, essentially. They're kind of, like, just bouncing up and down. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! You bring me another friend, 782? You see Gorsh will immediately cover his ears. You need to be so much quieter, 4040. But yes, I did. Zix, I think these two might be a bit too loud for us. Let's go elsewhere, shall we? And he will snap his fingers again, and Rylee, you will see as Zix and Gorsh are gone. In their place in the center is a small white orb that's kind of just floating in the air. Zix, you will find that you are in a void of some sort. It's different from the void when you go speak to the truth. This is more of a there is nothing, yet everything at the same time. You see across from you will be Gorsh, and the only thing you can hear is the sound of like your heart beating and your like breath. You see as Gorsh will pull out a pen and write. It's really beautiful. True silence is, isn't it?
He'll just kind of nod.
Okay. I truly am sorry. I would have genuinely liked to get to know you, but orders are orders. Back outside the orb, Rylee, you will see as this individual is bouncing up and down. Like, oh, so you're my new friend. That means you want to fight, right? We get a fight? And you see as he will turn his arm. You see as his arm will kind of like stretch out really far and kind of like go into like a corkscrew shape before like springing forward and going to hit you. Does a 23 hit you, Rylee?
Obviously.
This man's gonna punch you square in the chest. I'm gonna need everyone to roll me initiative here.
You just punched me in the stomach.
You sure did, dude.
Okay, that's not bad. Well, actually, that's solid.
Not bad.
What y'all got for me?
19.
Also 19.
Oh, look at that.
All right. What is your guys' initiative?
3.
Okay.
I have no dexterity. I have 1 dexterity.
The disease will go first. All right. So, Zix, you are up. You are in this void. Gorsh standing about 10 feet away from you. He has a pen in his hand for where he was writing in the sky.
Okay, well, I'm gonna blade song for one.
All right.
That always should be my first thing. So that's going now.
Give me un momento. I need to read Blade Song again.
It'll go for a minute. It was a bonus action to use. My AC goes up with my intelligence modifier. Walking speed increase.
I fucking opened
Acrobatics is
Bard
better.
to read it. Okay. You invoke some magic of some sort. Or music of some sort is what I meant to say. Alright. So you'll go to activate it, but you will find that nothing will happen. Like, you feel like you did it. You'll see as Gorsh will, like, turn his head and begin writing again. This is true silence. There is no sound here.
Great. Well, that limits things.
Very much. It very much limits things for you.
Well, good thing that my scythe doesn't require verbal components.
That's correct.
So, in trying to do that blade song, sees it doesn't work, they're going to pull out their scythe and charge. I'm gonna go for a blinding strike.
Go for it.
dirty 20 to hit.
That is not going to hit.
Great.
As you go to swing your scythe, you will see as Gorsh will pull a short sword out and block it. He will write one last time, "I see the time for talk is over." And then he'll toss the pen. That was you. It is now Gorsh. Well, he's gonna swing at you with his sword. I mean, it's only fair. Only fair. That is going to be a 21 to hit. You are muted, Peter.
Yep, I'm aware.
Okay. 21 to hit.
Yeah, 21's gonna hit.
Okay. I actually hit the refresh page button. And now my music stopped. That's so sad. Alright. You're going to take 8 points of slashing damage as he slashes you with his sword. Now going over to Rylee outside the orb.
Sorry. I just because I clearly like this just happened. I got punched in the chest by this thing.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna respond with like obviously I'm gonna do something else, but he hits me like, "Hey, what is wrong with you, man?" And then get my swords out because that was totally unnecessary for him to have done.
We're having fun.
Fun doesn't start with you trying to kill me. And then I will fight back. God, I'm trying to remember duel. It's main attack. The second one doesn't get as much. And then extra attack, got it.
Yes. You don't add your proficiency to the set armor.
Yeah, the second one is just the modifier.
Yeah.
Just slightly different. Okay. It's really important which one I use as my main one, isn't it?
Yeah. Sure would be.
Ah, well, it's only a 4-point difference. It doesn't. I'll switch it if I need to. I'm gonna use the Divine Smite Katana as my main one for this fight.
Okay.
So I'm gonna swing. I didn't know if I had to specify that. One of them I have to specify.
That's fine. I need to double check. I wrote something. I did not write it down. I meant to. You cannot sack Divine Smite on top of this sword specifically.
That's what I assumed, because when I was explaining it to Liz, I was like, that's kind of crazy.
I forgot to write that down. I will edit that for you.
Definitely will use that one as secondary if that's the case. Because that makes sense, because I was looking at that, I was like, that's a lot of damage.
Yes, that it sure.
Because like one actual Divine Smite takes it to 6. So I will officially change that, and I'll do heal as the main one.
Okay.
So here we go. For the first attack, does a because my number here 22 hit.
It will.
Oh. This one is. Do I need to mention damage type in this case?
No.
Okay. All right. Just roll it all. I'm forgetting dice. All right, here we go. Holy shit! I rolled 3 7s.
Way to go, dude.
7.
Oh wait, I need you to separate the slashing from the other stuff. My bad. I do.
No, all good, my guy. That allows me to actually calculate it. Because I did separate the dice in preparation for this.
I'm just really bad at reading my notes today.
Okay. Is that the only one that needs separated? Because I'm doing 3 types of damage here?
Yeah, that should be it.
Okay. So... remember that one, Tim. And then the other one, the one he needs to know separately. Okay, so 21 slashing
Okay.
and 18 everything else.
All right. As you slice this sword into him, first thing you will notice is that like you hit him with the sword, and his kind of like just sinks into his body, like his body like will just move and like clap down on the blade. Why did my music stop? That pisses me off. Clams down the blade as if the slash itself has done nothing. But the others you will see is like necrotic damage and the other damage do seem to have an impact on him.
Okay. All right. So, not extra attack, offhand attack. God, this is gonna reverting back to my original days. It's confusing me already. 'Cause I
Can't believe
have
he's not using the
spells to
gun.
use. I know, right? Crazy. Which
Gave you a
honestly,
gun.
when you said that, I was like, oh my god, I could be bloodborne.
You could be bloodborne.
A 23 to hit.
That will hit.
On the offhand attack. Okay, let me separate that. I'm keeping the same dice there. This one's gonna be radiant odds. So the slashing does absolutely 0, right?
Correct.
Okay, well I just want to read it then. 20 damage then on the offhand attack.
Sounds good.
And then extra attack. I'm sorry this is taking long. I'm remembering how this works.
Yeah, you're doing things
For a 20 to hit. Man, I'm rolling low.
but that will hit.
I'm rolling heckin' low today, boys.
You will know he's not trying to dodge your attacks at all.
Fair. Good for him. That's the when? Oh yeah, and then 19 more.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, that's end for you. All right, you're up and close and personal with the Play-Doh boy. You will see. It will like pull your sword out of its body from where it had clamped it down. You'll see the mask on his face will flip, so the green half is now on the top, and it now looks like a sad face rather than a happy face. Don't touch me. And you will see as he will take both his hands and just like shove you as hard as he can. So this is basically going to be a grapple check. So just roll me athletics.
Athletics.
Is it athletics or acrobatics as the defender? Just whatever one you want. Got
26.
ooh, close. 28.
Damn.
Roll
low, gang.
Sure did. You will get shoved. It's like a really painful shove. Like you'll take 6 points of damage just from the shove. And you will end up being shoved about 45 feet.
Holy Jesus fuck.
You'll do a little bit of a roll, and you'll take 3 more damage as you land. Then we'll back up to Zix in the orb.
Okay. Well, time to start slashing, I guess.
Go for it, man.
Much left otherwise to do in silence. All right, I'll go and use my first attack. It's another dirty 20, so I assume it's still not.
Will not hit.
Okay, my second attack. 23 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt a blinding strike with that.
Okay. What save do I need to make for that?
Con save.
On save. I got that one.
Okay. Let me get the damage and Alright. 10 slashing damage.
Okay.
And the foe is blinded up to 1 minute. They'll repeat the save at the end of the turn. They need a DC 17
Got it.
to become not blind anymore.
Gotcha. That it?
Yeah.
Alright. Gorgeous turn. It's gonna swing at you with disadvantage. That's so sad, because I have a nat 20, but my disadvantage only makes it a 19 to hit.
It's still gonna hit though.
But my crit, Peter, my crit.
Well, you took away my blade song, so you can cope.
Okay, fine. I guess this is cope. That's fine. You are going to take 11 points of damage from this one, as he will blindly slash and connect with you back to outside the orb. Rylee, you're up.
Missed out on a huge opportunity that I had, but that's what I get for not having things pulled up. Is he made of Play-Doh, or is he actually like an organic man?
That's a question you don't know the answer to.
Damn it. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. I mean, it does matter, but for this particular spell. But I guess this is how we find out, huh? Well, I mean, he cut me. He just kind of sucked in my sword. I'm going to cast Shatter. It's
Okay.
45 feet away, still in range. Centered on him.
All right.
He needs to make a Constitution saving throw, but if he's of inorganic material,
That disadvantage. That is a 7 on the die.
Cool. No. So he's gonna take 3d8 damage. 3d8 thunder damage.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, good numbers. 20.
20? Alright. So you will cast Shatter. You'll see as the whole area kind of will shake around. Some of the trees close to him will fall. But you see, looks completely unaffected by your magic right now.
Damn. Bummer.
That it?
Unaffected by magic. What a fucking bummer. Yeah.
Alrighty. Its turn now. You will see as the mask will once again flip. Orange on top, making a smiley face. What are you running away for? The fun's over here! And he will stretch his arms and once again grab you and attempt to pull you in. You will see as he stretch out to grab you, 2 more arms will just sprout out of his sides.
Oh boy.
So give me another athletics check, Tim.
Okay, I have an idea.
You have an idea?
I have an idea on what, but 22.
Alright, 24, so you will get pulled all the way to him.
Losing by 2 every time.
You are. With these 2 new arms, he's gonna punch you.
Okay, well, here comes my idea. We'll see what happens.
Alright, idea coming in. That is a 22 and a 16.
1 hit.
That
This
is
not gonna be worth it.
10 damage.
Okay. And here comes idea, and I'm hoping that this has something to do with him switching faces. I'm gonna use my reaction for
Okay.
Hellish Rebuke.
Alright.
So I need a dexterity saving throw.
Dex saving throw. I fail.
Okay. Different dice. 3d10. Ah, giblets. 24 fire damage.
All right. You see as he will catch fire and like kind of scream in pain. He will let you go. And he's like, we'll try to pat the fire out.
Nice. Okay. Okay. I think I get it. Got it.
Back up to the Z's in the orb.
Okay. First slash. 19.
Make sure you roll with advantage because he's blinded.
I was just about to ask that. Oh, okay. 27.
That will hit.
Okay. Means first one's 12 slashing damage.
Okay.
Second hit.
I should have used that.
I got 2 nat ones.
That's truly devastating. You want to?
Yes.
Do you want to go ahead and describe what you do? What happens that makes you fumble so poorly here?
As they're trying to battle, all 4 of the Z's all have different ways they want to do it, and it just kind of like leaves them stun locked. Of kind of because Zix can't focus on what they're doing because the other 3 are all trying to figure out what to do.
Overwhelming.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And with my bonus action, because Zix can't figure out what to do, they're just going to phase step like 10 feet away to just kind of try to reassess the situation, try to figure out what in the world's going on.
Okay.
And I did check my face step shouldn't have any vocal components, so
Sounds
that
good.
should be okay.
Sounds good with me. You can face step 10 feet away. I forgot to make the save at the end of his last turn for the blind condition. So I'm going to say he failed. Because he already attacked. His turn. What he going to do? That's a great question. He's blind. He doesn't know you've gone. So he's just going to swing wildly and then hope to pass. He does. So he's no longer blind. Well, I guess unnatural 20. So you know.
Yeah.
He's no longer blind as of his turn. Up to Rylee. Back outside the orb.
All right. I assume that because he has a smiley face, he can take elemental damage. That's how my brain's working. I could entirely be wrong, but it seemed to have. So we're gonna give it a shot. Oh, I'm right next to him, aren't I?
You sure are. Means you have disadvantage on any magic.
Disadvantage on I know they weren't doing anything, but they're gonna have to do something. All right, we're just gonna do some katana work.
All right.
Oh god, I hate doing math. 19 to hit.
That will not hit.
God damn, I'm rolling weirdly low for what my bonus is. All right, other offhand. Offhand. There's no shot I did that twice in a row. I did another 19. God dang it. All right. Not going good, gang. Extra attack. Please hit. That's a 23. Okay.
That will hit.
Holy jeez, that's not good.
Now you'll see as he will block your first 2 swings with his other 2 hands that he grew.
Oh, what a freaking champion. That's what he is.
Hmm.
All right, let's hope for the best. Do I get any health back from this?
You get all the damage you do back. As per what I wrote.
Should have done that on the first turn, like an idiot, and I did not say anything.
So now I'm thinking about it. It probably should just be the necrotic damage you get back. That makes far more sense.
It'd be 16. 5 of that being fire, if that matters, because it seemed to do something. But if not, that's perfectly fine.
So is that 16 necrotic and fire combined? Or is that
Yes.
okay? It all seems to do something to him.
Okay. And then I get back
whatever the necrotic is, add back, because that makes way more sense than everything.
I would say getting back at least some 48 damages. I mean, plus whatever my other stuff is. So, yeah, it's a lot.
Yes, we'll just be the necrotic, so just the 2/8 necrotic. But you get all that back.
That's it.
Alright, that's it for you. The mask will once again flip, because you are far too close. Athletics check as you are being pushed away.
21.
28.
God, he's a hefty boy.
You are
I'm rolling like garbage for what
Once
my numbers
again-
are. Garbage.
you are pushed away 45 feet, but then the other two fists are coming in to punch you. That is 16
Damn.
and a 21.
Just the 21.
Okay.
I started minusing the 20, 16, and 21. I was like, wait a minute, that's definitely not what he meant. I was like, I would die in 3 turns.
You're gonna take 10 damage
Yeah, it makes more sense.
from this punch. Top of the order, Zix, you are going to see as Gorish is going to like crumple down to the floor. He grabs his ears. The orb or the void you're in will dissipate. Rylee, you see as they are suddenly back. He is like covering his ears as if he's like in something's like causing him pain. All right, I get it. Just stop yelling at me. God. 4040, the mission's done. We're going home. Rylee, you'll see the mask will swap back to being orange on top. Go home? But this guy's so much fun! He keeps coming back at me and he's fun, he's taking my place, he's so fun! I don't care. The boss said we go home. And then you will see as an inky black goo will appear in like the middle of the two of them and will expand. And they will both walk towards it. Gorsh will just go right through, but the other one will look back at you, Rylee. I hope we can have fun again soon! Bye-bye! Before he goes in. And then the goo will get smaller until it's gone. And they are vanished away. You're out of initiative now. In the forest.
Was Gorsh 726 or was the little guy 726?
Gorsh was 782.
782. Oh, what was 4040?
4040. He was a little guy. You were fighting 4040.
Oh, I had the numbers mixed up. I was like, why the fuck do they have numbers? 782.
Yeah, 782 who became Gorsh when asked for a name. And then 4040.
God.
But they vanish.
I'm 45 feet back. Let me walk up first before I start
Yeah,
talking.
that's who you are.
I'm really far away. I will make my way back up, sheath my swords on the way back, and be like, what was that? You've known this man for how long?
Sorry, I'm being yelled at, told you so in my head right now, so, yeah, that shit sucked.
Bling bling.
Was your...
Bling bling.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's a call from Sky. You answer it.
Yellow. Wait,
Ah,
sorry, I'm
hey.
blue, not yellow.
Oh, okay, cool. Haven's been kidnapped. We're going to come pick you guys all up. All right.
Great.
I feel like we will talk about this when we get there. Something seems to be bothering you. We'll be there
Something like
soon. Click.
Sky. Was yours crafted to be a perfect foil to you, or was that just mine?
You know what? Now that you say that, that makes so much sense because I wasn't able to damage him with my swords. Really, it just kind of got stuck in his body, and then at one point his face flipped, and I wasn't able to do magical damage, or at least that's what I picked up. I could be entirely wrong, but that's what it felt like. So, depending on what form he was in, I could only do the opposite damage. I could be wrong, but that's what it was. That's what I was. That's what I was getting from that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
It makes it so fucking annoyingly hard.
Go quickly say bye to your parents then before you have to leave again.
I mean, you got a couple hours.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're gonna go back anyway. But yeah, I'm gonna have to explain to them we're going on an adventure.
Yeah, at this point, it's probably for their safety.
Are they coming to pick us up?
Yes, they're coming to
Sky's
get you.
coming, yeah.
But my boat.
Can't fly.
We'll
Yeah, I
figure it
know.
You didn't pay for the boosters.
I didn't have 6 milli, okay?
I know. I made it a number I knew you didn't have.
Ugh. Gosh.
These episodes are coming out in a weird order. All right. This is the third of 3.
That's fair. Ugh. Buys a boat, can't use the boat. What a depressing
Dang.
session.
Almost as if it's a reason for you to come back to your home.
Oh.
Vote for Pedro.
Yes, let's go back and recuperate whatever just happened.
All right, you go back home. Looking a little bit beaten, so your mother is immediately concerned. And checks on the two of you. Father asks what happened.
It's hard to explain. Would he have seen Dorsch with Zix at any time?
Nope.
Okay.
Zix always met Gorsh in the woods.
You know what? Now I'm thinking about it. Paul Blart, when we went flying in the air, he said, "How are they doing that?" I don't think you can see it. Okay, I'll be like, I'm not sure what exactly happened, and it's hard to explain. Zix has been meditating with a guy named Gorsh.
That's just
For the-
a name
for the-
he made up. It's not relevant.
Yeah, not relevant. And I went to go meditate with them because they've been doing it for so long. I was like, fuck it, I'll join them. Zix disappeared with Gorsh, and then a Play-Doh man, I know that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, appeared out of the ground and
He did not appear out of the
basically
ground.
started wailing on me, so...
He did not appear out of the ground. If anything, he landed. He went through the air and then landed.
Oh, I thought you said the rustling of the leaves and he just appeared.
He was rustling through the leaves. He kind of like went through the trees, like upward. He basically
Well, he appeared
slingshot
out of
himself. Yeah.
He appeared out of nowhere and he just started wailing on me, and I don't know. They said something about a mission. I assumed it's clearly to take us out. I don't know. I'm very confused right now because I was doing nothing to him the whole time.
Rylee, you'll see your grandfather will appear in the house. Once to kill you. You've made your forest mortal enemy, boy. You're basically like an elite pirate if you got one of those. Making good ground. You'll be a legend in no time like this, me boy. Sorry, wait. Was that insensitive? This is a bad time. I'll come back later. You fade away.
Fully listening to this from the side, completely trying to ignore it. Now's not the time to act like I can talk to nobody.
And he fades away. Your mother will, after making sure any wounds you guys have are cleaned up, she'll go upstairs. And when she comes back down, she has a bag. In said bag is 10 health potions, These are potions that heal 2d6 plus 4 HP. One of you should definitely write this down.
Gotcha.
I love how Peter just looked to his note taker on the side. God.
Yeah.
I wish I had a note taker, man. That'd be great.
Health potion.
My note taker is making money symbols like this.
Hey, if I was making money off this, I would think about it. I've already
6 plus 4.
I've already said if this ever makes money, everyone gets money. I'm not just keeping it all. But when we start making $1, we can all get our like 15.5 cents
Yes.
or whatever.
Hell yeah.
Get food on the table.
Okay. Got my health potion
Mhm.
written down.
There's also some like rations and stuff. It seems to be a bit of a go bag,
Mm.
and she will just hand it to you, give you a hug, kiss you on the cheek, and tell you to be safe.
I will. I promise.
She will offer a hug to Zix, but she will not force it upon Zix.
Zix will accept it. But...
She will give you a hug and she will tell you to be safe too. All of you.
Thank you.
If there's any last minute supplies y'all want to get, now is the time. You gotta basically last couple hours just waiting for Sky to basically give you another call saying she's here.
I mean, the bag had rations and potions, and I
Mm-hmm.
can make potions, so I think I'm good on that front.
Okay.
Zix?
I'm sure I'll think of what I needed to buy after the fact, like in 2 episodes, but
You're so right.
nothing's coming to mind in the moment.
I mean, that's just real,
Oh.
man. That's just
The
real.
only thing coming to mind, I'm like, all right, what if our ship gets damaged? How do we repair it? I'm gonna need wood and some rope, but I'm taking my boat. We're taking
Hey,
whatever they're bringing.
your
Yeah, we'll
dad's
talk.
here. Dad's gonna take care of the boat.
Yeah.
You're not.
Yeah. But I was like, that's what I was saying. I was like, we're not taking my boat. We're taking whatever they bring. So I probably won't need to buy that. That seems unnecessary.
But you guys can
Yeah.
just chill, mentally prepare for, oh shit, here we go again.
Shit. Here we go again.
But if there's nothing, and fast forward a couple hours, you get a call from Sky saying that she has landed in town. Same spot she dropped you off at. You go over. Once again, it's the same fallen you were flying on, which, to give a description, is essentially a giraffe with 2 pairs of, like, some really long wings, and it has its neck, like, fully down, and people, like, sitting on its neck and on its body. So it can hold all of you, because there's a good few of you. You'll see that HA is there, Sky is there, and Idalia is there. And Idalia does not look happy. Looks like she's been crying for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Crazy.
I know. Get on. We gotta go get Kinsey and Damien still.
Got it.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Alright, you two will get on. About like 5 hours, I think is what I said. And you guys will get to the capital of the country. Which, just to give you a lovely description, in the center, castle. Then there's a 10-meter thick, 100-meter tall wall. Fancy building. 10-meter thick wall, 100 meters tall. Less fancy buildings, but still nice looking buildings. 10-meter, 100-meter tall. Normal ass houses. 10-meter, 100-meter tall. To call this civilization is stretch. This is like the slums that are like people are murdering for food to eat the people they kill type rough. Sky will fly into the middle one with the still nice, but like not definitely not the nicest houses. Will land in front of a large black and gray mansion. Will give a call, and you will see as Kinsey and Damien will walk out of the mansion. Kinsey with her big dragon wings out, Damien with his nose currently as a swordfish beak. Damien is carrying another individual. It's a girl with long black hair. And all three of them will get on to the Fallen. You'll see a Sky will turn back and go, "Who's she?" And Damien will reply with, "This is my sister." And you will take off. If you guys want to give me a perception check this episode, you may. You don't have to. You can save it for next time. It's up to you.
I'll do what he does. See what he does.
See.
26.
You notice that this girl that Damien is carrying has no eyes.
Oh.
Like Sky has like the scar tissue, but her eyes are there, and you can tell she has eyes. This is just no eyeballs, no hole for the eye, just skin.
Just blank.
Just skin, no eyebrows, just skin.
Okay.
I feel like my number is not necessary now. That's okay.
And then you take off. You fly back towards your HQ. And that is where we are ending today's episode. Thank you all so much for listening in. It is greatly appreciated. We will catch you next time for the official beginning of Season 2 of the Shadowlands. Say bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.